Dead meme. Fuck you, little me. You think you can fuck with me? Wanna know me? Fuck you, little me. Hey, look, I'm hoping to bring fuck you, little me.
You can't touch me at all. Kitchen in a dungeon.
I'm crying. You're singing that. I'm just
tortured,
dog.
Oh no, I'm touching you. I don't remember the rest.
Welcome to episode
Veins on
whatever.
my face.
Welcome to episode whatever of the Snark Tank podcast.
Did we do anything special for episode 69, or did we fuck that up?
We missed about a lot.
Must have, that's a while ago. We didn't do anything
69
special.
is like nearly 100 episodes ago.
I know, but I mean, we fucked it up, didn't we? Though.
No. We
didn't capitalize on it.
We definitely mentioned it at the very least. Like, I don't know what we could have done.
I don't know, something 69, obviously.
Dicks and dimes. I don't know.
That would have been pretty fucking
Orient
hot for
the screen. Just orient the screen differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did you say? You said Orient? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, we are talking about being Shaling, so makes a lot of sense.
That's so disrespectful. I really thought that was the proper. I thought that was the proper way to defer. I thought Asian was rude, and I thought Oriental was the most proper way to say it because unfortunately I was raised by grandparents.
Yeah.
I mean, technically Oriental isn't supposed to be offensive. It's just supposed to be inanimate objects, right?
Yeah, like it's not. It's not what they're
like.
Right,
you don't call
Oriental is like
Oriental.
furniture.
Yeah, furniture.
Stuff
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that.
So I would say that. And what made it worse is that I had Asian friends that didn't correct me.
You used to say Chinese niggas to everyone. Like, to everyone. I remember you talking about that. You were like, hey, dude, back in the day, I used to call, like, like, this Vietnamese guy. I'd be like, oh, this is that Chinese nigga right there. And I'd be like, whoa, that's so crazy, dude.
I don't
can't do that.
Like,
you can't do that.
I feel like that could have been me, but I was around too many Asian people to do that. Because I had so many different kinds of Asian friends. That just didn't have the energy to be like, oh... I didn't have energy to argue with all of them all the time about what they were. Even if I knew I was right, I didn't have the energy to force that on all of them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, I'm Vietnamese. No, you're not. You're Chinese. What are you talking about, dude? What are you on about?
I have a friend that would he would just call everyone VCs, just like Viet Cong. He's like, they're all Viet Cong to me. I was like, yo, I hope this trend stops pretty quickly. Yeah.
I hope you stop being racist. I really hope you stop being racist.
Good news, it stopped. I haven't heard him say that in a very long time. But I will remind him and get it going again.
Because he whispers.
You're going to remind him, and it's going to be like, I never stopped. And it's going to be like chat logs. And like this shit, he's just been saying it the whole time.
Just leaked like, Discord DMs.
Yeah.
Dude, if I get scared of like the idea that everybody's like, oh, freaking, remember that guy that ended up looking at the fucking porn for Pokemon, what is it called?
Yeah. I forget that guy, yeah, the deepfake.
What is it? The deepfakes?
Oh, yeah.
I dread the day that everyone's history gets leaked on Discord. Because mine isn't bad at all. Mine is like probably the most vanilla ever. But like, if like the day that comes out, there are going to be some characters that are going to have some explaining to do. Dude.
There's going to be some people, yeah, for sure.
Like if they leak people's fucking porn, like leak people's history, like if somehow they get like this, some means they can look at everybody's like search history, there's going to be questions, bro. Everyone is going to be like, I feel like it might be a day of unity where everyone's like, oh, we're all a little strange.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be like some people are going to be like I'm going to be like here, people are going to be like up here. And like,
there's going to,
what?
I'm going through mine right now and it's so boring. Like there's not even anything you can misinterpret, you know, like as like,
mine is just vanilla shit.
Oh, like why would you search that? And then there's an explanation for it.
I don't say anything in DMs that I wouldn't just tweet. Is the thing, and anything that I wouldn't tweet is just too boring to tweet. It's just like, oh, that's a cool video, or something. It's like it's never like I don't know.
For me, it's like
I don't know what
like
people are doing. I don't know what people are doing that their DMs on Discord are so fatal to them. Like when people have like, oh my,
bro, but it's constant. It's constant.
But that's crazy. What are you saying?
It's just crazy. It's like constant.
What could you
just
possibly
grooming, I guess.
be saying?
I guess
grooming?
it's just constantly grooming.
Just some wild shit. I feel like they're living like a fantasy. It's like, oh, I can't say this shit in public, so I'm gonna go wild. I don't have that desire. I don't have.
Yeah, I don't
this
have
thing
that because I just say it.
I don't have like a thing.
What could I say that's so
wild.
bad? Like, what could I do that's so... Like, if my
know,
search history came out, then I have to explain some stuff. It's still pretty vanilla compared to most people.
I'm looking...
But
I'm
it's
disappointed.
like really not that crazy.
Oh, here's one that's at least far back. Me and Jojo were watching. We've been binging on Hell's Kitchen, so there's searches of me trying to find naked, like fake naked pictures of Gordon Ramsay. That I was trying to find
Gordon Ramsay nudes.
Him nudes, like trying to the deep before deep fakes. What did they call it? They just whatever.
Just Photoshop.
But just Photoshop, right? And things like that, and just we're
I
just
bet
laughing our
he's
asses
toe
off.
up. I bet he's toe up with the hog, bro. I bet he got the hog
I
on
was
him.
hoping there was some type of something, but of course there was just fake shit, and then there was him changing in like a real show. I don't know what show it was, but dude has zero ass. I was like, that's disappointing, bro. I was like, you
of
can't,
course. What do you mean?
You can't fucking have that type of swag. But you think with all the butter and shit that he's probably eating and stuff, you probably at least get something. Get a little something. There's nothing. I was like, what? Fucking Brits, man. You guys got to get it together.
Yeah.
You guys got to get it together, man.
I love hearing the discourse between British people. They're like, oh, Americans are so stupid. It's like, we're so stupid, but you guys don't contribute to the modern world. All you guys did was make us. Y'all just made us, and now we're just better than you.
We're like a rogue AI or something. And it was the last thing that they did.
I gotta admit, they got really good black actors. They're kind of running the scene for black actors now.
Name 3.
John Boyega, Idris Elba.
Okay, who was the third one?
Wait, there's one more. I can do this. Oh, Daniel Kaluuya easily. Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay.
I thought he was from America. I forgot. I thought he's too black to be American and not dead.
I'm laughing because I knew you were gonna say those 2, and I was like, name 3.
No, I got 3. I got 3 though. I got 3 quick though.
But
I got 3 quick.
It took you a second to
No,
get
there was a
third
bit
one.
of a divot because
someone please edit that so it just cuts off before he answers. He goes, I want that clip to be like, there's one more, and then it cuts. But
there's one more, then it fades. He never figured out the last one.
I don't know.
Yeah, just waiting. They're pretty good. And they got some pretty good singers over there too, I admit.
They got some good singers. They definitely. But let's be fair though. Let's be fair to us. The only reason that they're phenomenal is because they shed their accent when they sing.
Yeah, they sing in American.
Yeah, they shed their accent. That's the only reason they're good.
It's so sad, but it's so true. I don't like that.
I would say one of the most damning fucking examples is original Coldplay versus Coldplay that's really famous now. If you listen to their first song, "Look at the stars, shining for you," I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? He's like, oh, when called you trouble. I was like, this is fucking terrible.
It's bad, yeah.
And then he just turned into American Viva or something where he's just like, I rule the world. And I'm like, what? This nigga's, he's fucking American now. And then they played the Super Bowl. There's no coincidence. No fucking coincidence.
So fucking funny. Lily Allen. Lily Allen's the only person that I can think of that retains it and is still popular. But that's a while ago. I can't remember the last time I heard about Lily Allen.
You know what's insane? But Bowie too. But
I would even argue
he sounded British. He 100% sounded British,
and not like that though. Not like Lily Allen.
Not like a fucking Mad Hatter character. No, but he did sound British.
You're 100%. Right. When I'm thinking
I wouldn't confuse him for not British. Like Leona Lewis, you'd never think she's British.
I had no idea.
Never in your life think Amy Winehouse is British.
Can I be
at
real?
All.
when I found out Leona Lewis was British, I used to crush on her hard.
You liked her less. Same. I liked her. She's gorgeous, but I was like,
she's so fucking beautiful.
Holy but I was
shit.
Like,
you know what it is? It's the deceit. It's the deceit implicit in pretending not to be British. That's like, because if you're just British, and like that's it, and you own it. It's like most people like David Bowie, for example. It's like he didn't have the thickest accent, but he was also clearly British. everybody loved him, right?
Right.
There's a lot of people like that, but like if you find out that someone's British, it's like docking points off of like it's like a 7 out of 10 too much water.
Could you imagine you're sleeping with your wife of 4 years? You know, you guys are going at it. All of a sudden, she says, "Oh, go blow me." You guys have 2 kids already.
Yeah,
you're
no,
like,
it's
what?
It's
definitely. I'm definitely visiting the lawyer the next day.
Yeah,
She's like, "Oh yeah, I was born in London, but I lived in America for like 38 years." It's like,
I don't want that.
Because what does it say about you? You know what I mean? Like, what does it say about the person that they were willing to hide that from you for so long?
You never told me.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I told you I grew up in Seattle. It's like, you did, but you're not from there.
Can you imagine if you found out there? Can you imagine if you found out fucking Santana was British or something? That'd be like fucking insane. You'd be like, you're a black magic woman. Like, what the fuck? No.
He made that show. I was eating beans and toast. Could you imagine that? He made that.
Oh no.
I would cry. He's like my favorite modern guitarist.
My sword and shield, my missionary in a foreign field.
He's my favorite modern guitarist.
No one would listen to that. Are you kidding? Get the fuck out of here, Coldplay. Oh,
you know what's
man.
crazy? When people found out MF Doom was British, everybody was like, "What the fuck? He's good. He's a good rapper. How is he British?"
I didn't know that.
Doom was brought here as a baby. He's Caribbean.
Exactly. And
he's
see,
Caribbean,
that's okay.
So.
Just like 21 Savage. Like, it's okay.
What happens is every black Caribbean,
Pitbull too. You ever heard Pitbull speak?
A ton of family in London.
Excuse me?
What did you say, Chris?
Wait,
you ever heard Pitbull speak in an actual conversation?
Stop. That's not true.
I hate to break it to you, man. I really hate it to you.
Chris,
look up Pitbull private conversation 2010, I think.
Chris,
I'm not even kidding.
Chris, I'm not kidding. I've listened to Pitbull. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy because I'm one of the 4 people on the planet that listen to his mixtapes. I've been a fan of his since like 2005. And that's because my cousins are Puerto Rican, so they would come in and they'd be like, "Yo, this nigga is mad heat," and I'm like, "Stop saying nigga to me," and they're just saying it to my face like hard, and I'm like, "You guys can't really say that," but like whatever. So I listened to a bunch of his mixtapes, and he's a Floridian.
Yeah, that is the image. I agree, but unfortunately, there's private audio. I think from like France or something. I don't remember where the fuck. It was like some weird interview. It's, you know what it is? It's like that private audio of Gilbert Gottfried speaking like a normal person.
That's
have you ever heard that?
I don't think that's real.
That is real because that's not that's not his voice. Like it can't.
No one sounds like that.
It can't be. It can't be.
You're just a non-believer. That's why. So you're like, "Oh, that can't be his voice." Nothing. I
don't even believe certain people like a Ja Rule. I'm like, how do you have that much distortion just talking? What the fuck is that? You just
fly me to the moon, let me gaze upon the stars.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry to all the British people listening.
No, I'm not sorry at all. I'm fucking sick of them. I'm sick of them, bro.
Harassing.
I'm sick of them.
You know what's
can be
so
sorry
funny?
if you want. I'm Jamaican. I hate you guys. I hate all of y'all. Y'all are the worst.
That's fair.
Except for my sister. Avril, you're nice. But every other ones that's not related to me, y'all suck.
Well, black British sister named Avril.
French
That's
name?
crazy.
What the hell is that?
Avril Marie. That's her name. I didn't name
British,
her. I didn't name her. All right.
French
I was born
and
far
Hispanic.
after her.
Did you say Avril Marie?
Yes.
She is a fucking what? So okay,
guys,
we got Caribbean.
I did not name her.
We got British.
Guys.
We got French.
Right. Okay.
We got fucking Hispanic because Marie's like all.
You just doxed. By the way, you just doxed the hell out of this woman. There's no way there's multiple. There's no way there's multiple black Avrils in London.
Look. I kid you not. She was like, where I'm from, there are so many people with the same last name as her.
They're all named
Avril? They're all named Avril?
She's from Jamaica land.
Yeah, they're all named
UK.
Avril?
Hey, why do you have to go and make things so complicated?
Why
I see
don't
the
go
way you...
He was a skater boy. We're gonna see you later, boy. Him one good enough for her.
We should do that. We should make a patois
skater boy cover.
Oh my god, that
rules.
is so
That fucking
funny as a concept. Me gon' see you later. Oh fuck, so stupid. That's so damn dumb. That's so damn dumb.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
There needs to be a more patois covers, bro. We need to bring that back. I need to start doing that.
that's a
That-
funny.
start
That's
doing that,
heat,
Brian.
man. I
That's
like
the
it.
next-
I like
that's-
that.
That's the next
We
chapter.
should do. You know what we should do,
gay
Chris?
covers.
That's
we
the
should
next
make
wave.
patois covers, and we should make Spanish covers, but literal Spanish covers where there's no rhymes. We just say the words in Spanish.
the
That's
English
it.
tra-
Oh,
English-
just translate it.
Just English translated. We'll get better at our Spanish. We'll
cram it
brush
in
up our
there.
Spanish while we're doing it too, and we'll offend so many people.
That would be a
'Cause
good,
we'll
honestly.
we'll use only the most disrespectful versions of the words. We'll scan each Spanish language for the most disrespectful word to the most people,
Yeah.
and
No
then use
usted.
that one.
No usted anywhere.
Notice there's no edises, just a bunch of fucking nosotroses, just a bunch of horrible Spanish.
We'll pull them all. We'll pull them all on an EP, and we'll call it "Usted is Dead."
There you go.
But
Instead is dead, and we'll be burning a Spanish
Long
flag.
way to the moon.
the flag of
I like
Spain.
that fucking-
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I think we've got a good future ahead of us if we hammer that home.
We could really do it, man. We'll give people like a
It could be.
what other people's doing that?
I don't know. Yeah, imagine
Who's doing that?
Imagine because we know we could contribute. We could make a song, and Ron DeSantis can use it for his presidential campaign that he announced.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That he announced on a Twitter space that kept crashing. Did you
What
see
the
that?
fuck? Yeah. What?
That guy. Look, man. I don't know, man. I don't
know
really
what
like
to
any of
say.
these people. I pretty much don't like anybody running for president. To be honest, like implicitly,
Of course.
like the second they run for president, I'm immediately like, I don't trust you at all.
Yeah.
But Trump is gonna steamroll this fucking guy. This guy is the least charismatic person I've ever fucking seen in my entire. He sounds like. Have you ever seen? Do you know Kingston might know. Do you know the rabbi from Seinfeld?
Yes, of course.
He sounds like that guy. Like it's crazy.
No, he does not.
Like he sounds if you listen to Ron DeSantis speak, he's like, hello, I noticed. It's like really fucking weird the way he speaks. It's like monotone. He's got and that he called his wife mommy. That doesn't help. But like it's I don't know, man. That was fucking embarrassing.
What do you think is his strategy? Because from I feel like where everybody's sitting, they're like, he doesn't have a chance in hell. You think it's just a cash grab? What do you think?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people who support him.
He can do it. I think if he comes off the water bigoted, like if he really plays hard basketball, like
Well, he's doing it way harder than Trump. That's for sure.
But that's
Yeah.
the thing, right? The thing is that people want to hear that. It's sad to say,
The
but
issue,
people
though,
want to hear that
Yeah.
shit. So if you really come out the water swinging like, yo, those they thems will be they gone.
Yeah, what has to be done is, when Trump was like, oh, Mexico's not bringing their best people, they're murderers and rapists and shit. DeSantis should be like, I understand he was talking about illegal immigrants. No, I'm talking about all them niggas. They're all like, he just goes hard and says
Yeah, if he
every
does
single
that, yeah.
Mexican across the border is a
Look,
rapist piece of shit.
let's be
and I
real.
will personally shoot them all in the face.
Let's be real. Like, we're kidding right now, right? We're joking. That would win a presidency. Actually, no joke.
I think so,
That would
bro.
100% secure
The issue,
the
though,
presidency.
no, but the
they
issue,
would get
though-
arrested for saying that, and they'd get disqualified. But they would get the most votes.
No,
This
but
nigga's running the fucking world from a goddamn jail cell.
Like some sort of Fast and the Furious villain.
No, it's fucking it's Gerard Butler in Law Abiding Citizen, except he's the
Hell yeah,
president.
dude.
It's insane.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's governing from inside jail.
How was he doing
Yo, I
this?
forgot about that fucking movie. Who
That
was
movie
in
was intense, bro.
I unironically
who's
really
the-
like that movie. That movie's like really
Who's
fun.
the protagonist? I don't
Jamie
remember.
Foxx.
It's Jamie Foxx. It's Jamie
Was it
Foxx
Jamie
and
Foxx?
Gerard. It's Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx got maybe like a few days left in him. He's in bad shape, man.
Is he?
What is he?
Suffered no dead serious. Suffered a heart attack. He's been hospitalized for like a month
Are you
now.
for real?
Oh my god.
Dead ass serious.
I didn't know
Jamie
that.
Foxx?
What? I knew that he was
What are
in the
you talking
hospital
about?
for
What?
something. I didn't know it was a heart attack.
I think it was heart attack or a stroke or something, and he's been in the
Holy
hospital for a
shit. Are
while,
you
bro.
fucking
Dead
kidding
serious.
me?
Unless he very recently got released.
Bro, I was just watching fucking him do impressions. That's like literally 2 days ago. Just watching him do like fucking
But when
Shannon
you
Sharp.
realize how old he is, Jamie Foxx is not young at all. He's in unbelievable
55.
shape for his age.
He's 55.
He's like, he looks better than everyone else does in that age group. Like, actually.
55 is not
But
that old
he-
at all, really.
These look at everyone else when they hit their 50s physically compared to him.
I mean, Tom Cruise
looks
is another person
phenomenal.
who looks
Well,
basically the
nowadays,
same.
man, if you have money, all these motherfuckers looking phenomenal at 50.
Tom looks old. Dude, I was watching a video. Tom Cruise is in his 20s before I was born. That's insane.
Yeah,
I thought he
he's
was
old
like
as dirt.
35 when I was like when I was like 10.
Tom Cruise still looks like
He's like 60 now, dude.
No, Tom Cruise looks good in the movies. Like, when you see him outside of
looks-
it, he's starting to look like a soccer mom lesbian. Like it's kind of like seriously. There's a
He looks
picture that I
old.
shared of him, and I was like,
looks
oh,
old now.
I legit thought it was I
He's
thought
always
it was
he's
what's
always
his
looked
name?
like fucking Tig Notaro to me, like Tom Cruise. He always looked like a lesbian.
Look, there's a picture of him with Vin Diesel for a promotion of Fast X, and I legitimately first take I thought it was like Vin Diesel's mom or something. I'm not
That's
even joking.
crazy.
Like not even as a joke. I was like, oh,
Have
shit,
you seen
that's...
Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel has the silliest face on a human I've ever seen in my life, bro.
What? Because like what? Okay, so he's like black and something. What
No,
is
he's
he?
not. He's ambiguous.
He has a black parent.
He's
I
But his
ambiguous.
remember-
adopted parent.
No, I don't think that's correct.
I think his adopted dad's a black man.
I don't
you getting
think
that? Where are
that's
you getting
correct.
that?
I
What
think
is
he's
that?
actually.
I think his
black
stepdad's
man.
a black dude. Francis?
No, I think
Francis'
he's actually-
stepdad is a black dude.
Hold
You mean
on.
Francis? From the Fast and the Furious? The Fast and the Francis?
The Fast and the Francis. what are we even talking about?
The Fast and the
That's his name. His name is Francis.
That's his
In
last name.
what?
His first name is Fast.
No, his
Fast
real name is
Fran-
his real name is
Fast
Francis.
No,
Francis.
his first name
oh,
is
like his
name,
real.
full name is
Yeah.
Fast Francis.
No, his name is
It's
Vineyard-
Francis, isn't it?
Vineyard Desalis.
so dumb. That's so stupid. He's a real name.
California, where his mother.
His name's Mark Sinclair.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, it is Mark Sinclair. I remember
Who's
that.
Francis?
yeah.
There was someone famous named Francis that I stopped respecting him
I
immediately.
don't know.
That was
My
Will
mother's
Smith.
an adopted African American father. Yeah, adopted African American father.
Will
I don't
Smith's
know
my-
what he is though.
Will Smith's real name is Francis.
His mother. So who the fuck's his dad?
Some
doesn't
nigga that
know.
left. Some dude that dipped.
So he is black.
So he
Imagine
might be.
that's
He
all,
might very well be black.
Imagine that's all it took. If that's all it took.
It-
So
abandoning.
if you leave, you
if you abandon
you gain the power of blackness. That actually be kind
it's
of
like
dope,
bestowed
actually.
upon you like a lightning bolt.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it happens randomly. So like you could be like at school in second grade, and then you're like doing something like you get struck by lightning, and they're like, "Uh-oh."
I've been watching. I've been watching Static Shock recently, and I'm actually surprised at how fucking hard that show goes.
It's a great show.
That show's really, really good, and it's like a kids
Yeah.
cartoon. And they're talking like the pilot episode. It's like you can't join that fucking gang. It's fucking gangbangers. They'll kill you. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is this on WB? That's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah,
back when,
yeah.
that's back when cartoons taught you things other than emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember even
All
in
modern cartoons
Justice
tell you
League.
now is just like emotions. Like, oh, it's okay to be sad or gay, and back then it was just like it's okay to like
Not join a
misogyny is
gang.
kind of weird.
Yeah, it's okay to not join a gang. It's actually really probably best to not.
It's in
But
fact much better for you. You'll get superpowers. Don't worry. If you don't join this gang, you'll get superpowers. But if you hang out with don't join the gang, but hang around them enough to get power.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what
I'd
else.
do it. Fuck it.
What else happened? I did end up seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. I actually thought it was really good.
Yeah.
They actually did a good job.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking way better than I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, man, because I'm thinking like, it's an MCU movie, and I fucking hate these, and most of them are really not good.
MCU needs to take a break.
I like what this guy does, the director.
Yeah, he's a good director. Yeah. And I feel like he gives a shit. Unlike the rest, like I feel like
that's what it is. The
problem is, it's like there's a lot of because Taika Waititi clearly doesn't care about about Thor at all, and like there's always like I hate when there's always these like the stakes of these movies are always like if this doesn't. It's weird to me that Guardians of the Galaxy has a more grounded theme than the most recent Spider-Man movie. Like that's kind of crazy to me.
Well, it's supposed to.
The threat of Spider-Man was all of reality will unravel and the universe will collapse, and Guardians of the Galaxy is my friend is dying.
Let's save our fucking
it's so weird.
Oh no, I know what you mean. Sorry, yeah, I get it. Yes, that's it should be the opposite. It should be the opposite. Yeah. But the Guardians from the comics are they handle big shit. That's why. And Spider-Man, because of the nature of Spider-Man being Spider-Man, unfortunately in the modern time, he can't just stick to stop people from robbing bodegas or stopping armed criminals. He's got to be like, oh, I'm going to go to space. The fact that he went to space at 17 years old is stupid as shit. That is dumb. That is so dumb.
It is really stupid. Yeah, I
went to space. He was bragging about it to everybody else, and it's like,
yeah,
it's dumb as
it was.
No,
but yeah, I was sitting there in the theater. And I was like, I'm actually enjoying this. And I'm actually invested. And the villain's such a dick. Granted, it is a little bit of a cheat code there when you have animal cruelty is such an easy. It is really an easy way to get you to hate a character. And by the midpoint of that movie, I was like, yo, I actually hate this guy. I hate this character.
He was a dickhead.
You're right. You're definitely right about it being a cheat code, but it was warranted because of the story. Because imagine if Thanos just randomly started beating the shit out of some animals.
Started whipping dogs.
Yeah,
and then it would be what's going on?
I'm like, yo, why are they on his purview? Why does he care about dogs?
He puts a dog in an IKEA bag and bashes it against the fucking Ford Focus 50 times.
Do you remember what Thor did to Loki in the first Avengers? He starts fucking slamming dogs.
Bags full of dogs. He goes to space, gets giant bags, puts a bunch of dogs in a bag, and then starts slamming them all off the floor.
Yeah. No,
but he's
I don't know.
What the fuck, dude?
It worked,
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, worked super well for me. It felt like a. I was just gonna say you can. I was just gonna say it actually felt like a movie to me. That wasn't about it wasn't a chapter in a bigger fucking this ties into this. I was like, oh shit, this is good, dope.
Oh no, it was what movies are supposed to be,
Yeah,
I feel like the only thing I was worried about it. Spoilers. If anyone hasn't seen it yet, if you care about it, you would have seen it already. But I feel like it was what's his name? Was it Adam Warlock?
Warlock.
That was the only thing where I'm like, what a waste! What a fucking waste of an arc, I guess, in my opinion.
They did what they did with Drax to him,
Ooh, yeah, that's very true. That is actually a very good point.
You've read comics.
Yeah,
Drax is a demon.
The first Guardian, yeah. I was so fucking I was disgusted at first. Where I was like, he's a pussy. He's literally he is designed to fucking destroy. He's going to murder Thanos, right? And he literally couldn't even scratch fucking Ronin. Couldn't even scratch
broke
him.
My heart, bro. When because just before that, I started getting into Guardians of Comics. And in the comic, he solos an army of annihilation, gets to Thanos, rips his heart out. In that comic, he got beat up by Ronin the Accuser. And I was like, yo, Ronin sucks, dude.
Yeah, he was the worst of all the fucking,
Infinity Watch.
what are they called? No, they're called something else.
The Skrull or the Kree.
What are those niggas? No, not the. They were part of that stupid cosmic group. It was Silver Surfer, Beta Bill, Beta
Invaders,
Beta Male Ray,
Beta Male Ray. That's Chris. If that's Beta Male Ray,
Beta Ray Bill.
If someone made a hit piece towards you, that's the best name to use. Beta Male Ray.
The Annihilators. It's Quasar, Beta Male Ray.
That's so funny.
Ronin and
Dr. Strange, I think.
Oh, and then Silver Surfer. It was them 4 niggas. And like out of all them 4 niggas, I feel like Ronin is the weakest pussy.
Ronin got a hammer. Ronin got a hammer that's less cool than Thor's.
Yeah,
that's all he got.
Yeah, but they completely nerfed him for. I thought that was pretty fucked up. But yeah, they obviously nerfed him because really, the Guardians would have been absolutely obliterated by what's the actor's name? What's that nigga's name? The
kid looks like Sid.
Yeah,
I forgot his name.
But he would have
Is it Matt Potts or something like that?
Something. He was the Joker, wasn't he? In that
no, that was the guy that played Cal Kestis in Star Wars.
Oh, really?
What the fuck are we talking
about?
They're
the same people.
I don't think they're the same
no, that's not the. It is a similar looking guy.
He did Pennywise.
Skarsgård?
He was the new Pennywise, right?
No, that was a Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's a Skarsgård.
What was the Skarsgård?
The actor, Bill Skarsgård or something.
Oh my god, I'm getting confused. I don't want to say this, but all the white gingers look the same to me. I'm sorry.
There's Will Porter. There you go.
Oh, Will Porter. Yeah.
That doesn't even sound familiar to me. Wait a minute. How many
brains going through it?
Derek is experiencing dementia all at once.
I feel like my brain is deteriorating, so I gotta do stuff before I. Well, would you guys? Should I still? What if I lost all my memory? Should I
like in the middle of the podcast?
That'd be so fucking. I'd be laughing at you, but I'd feel so bad inside for laughing.
I'd be so
I'd
upset.
laugh my ass off at you.
I
would laugh my ass off at you, but I would cry afterwards because I'm like, I just saw a man forget everything.
I'd be so fucking upset. I'd be so upset because
Why?
he's the guy who has to stop the recording, and there's no way he remembers how to do that.
Oh, right.
So we would lose the episode, and it would be like the worst episode to lose because it's like
that's hilarious.
It is. It'd be good.
That would blow up the podcast.
Listen. Join our Patreon now. We're gonna keep this exclusive to the Patreon for months. The episode where Derek lost his memory mid-episode, and it's for real. And we have the rest of the episodes leading up to this is like restart. It's like a reboot. We gotta teach him how to be Derek again,
dude. What makes it funny is that this is such a small part of it because you're in your house with your wife and people you live with. You got a whole, a whole canyon to climb out of after you just lost all your memories, and I'm here laughing at you like it's funny even though your life is over as you know it.
that must be so fucking terrifying, but I guess maybe not terrifying for me because I'm not self-aware. I'm just like,
you're just like, yo, who are you
what's
guys?
happening? Like, yo, what the fuck's
what's going on here?
Please lay everything down for me. Why am I here?
Why?
Why is my pants off? Like, tell me, like, all these things.
I would make you think you were gay, bro. I'd be like, yo, you're a gay man. You're a gay man. And
speaking of gay, did you see that picture of Matt Walsh?
I gotta clip that.
You guys know who Matt Walsh is, right?
Of course I know who Matt Walsh is.
There's a picture of him, quote unquote, fishing. He's not fishing. He's wearing boots that are unlaced in a weird fucking fashionable way. He's wearing skinny jeans. He's wearing like a powder blue or something. His tackle box is virtually empty. There's like a couple of items in it, which I've never seen. I've gone fishing dozens of times with my mom and other family members, and motherfuckers' tackle boxes are crusty and old and filled with a bunch of useless shit. This guy is like he's LARPing as a straight man, but can't help himself. His beard's dyed. His haircut is gay. Like it's one of the gayest fucking photo ops I've ever seen.
He's LARPing as a stray man.
And he's doing such a bad job. He's doing such a bad job at it. It's like, bro, Wear the fucking lumberjack fucking button up. Look a little filthy and unwashed if you're trying to look manly, right? Quote unquote manly. Put some shit in your tackle box. Maybe have a fish to pose with or something. It's bad. Did
you see? Have you ever seen a photo of him without his beard?
Yes.
It is rough out there, man. I have a theory. I've had this theory for a long time that like most people that I've seen with beards look they need them. Like, and it makes sense because like whenever my hair grows in, I hate it. Like it's like, and it's not because it's patchy. It's because it's like annoying. And like the idea of like maintaining that, like you have to really be committed to maintaining a beard. And the only reason that you would ever want to do that has to be like you've got a fucked chin, man. Because like Matt Walsh looks like a fucking like a rubber chicken. I can't believe what's under that fucking beard. And it's hilarious because his beard looks like a fucking, like a woolly willy. It looks so fucking
totally
fake. Like he's like,
woolly willy. It looks so stupid.
It's like he peppers
that
it with
is
fucking
so disrespectful.
lemon pepper or something. It's the weirdest fucking beard I've ever seen.
His beard looks like a woolly.
It does not look real. It makes so much sense that like when you see him and see like this photo that just dropped, it was posted by there's a person that their name Brett something. It's basically the female Ben Shapiro, and interesting enough, the reason it's funny that we're talking about beards. My theory about, because Ben Shapiro grew out his beard recently and it looks terrible. It looks like
it looks really bad. It
described it as when you have a shitty graphics card like me and you need to put your settings to low and the texture just looks fucking like ass.
It's like a muddy
That's
texture.
what his beard looks like. It's terrible. And I theorize it looks so bad, but the only reason I feel like he's keeping it is so we can separate himself from that Brett. I forgot the last name, but it's female Shapiro on the Daily Wire. To separate himself, because everybody was saying that's literally just Ben Shapiro, like female Ben Shapiro. Yeah. And so we tried to like be a little bit more masculine, but it looks way worse. It looks like Homer Simpson's fucking goatee, dude. It does not look good.
That's fucking.
It just does not look good on him.
It's not good. Like you gotta like pick your battles. You gotta pick your battles, right? Like Ben Shapiro doesn't need a beard. Like he's fine.
No,
he's
not at all.
Just exist.
Not at all.
Just do whatever you do as Ben Shapiro. This looks so much worse, and it comes across as him trying to like compete with Matt Walsh or like these other like these generic bearded conservatives that they all look the fucking same.
Let's say hypothetically, I had a beard.
Let's say hypothetically my beard looked like I just ate out a shitting baby. Let's say hypothetically like I just like he looks fucking horrible.
That is so mean. That is so not nice, yo.
It's bad,
visual
man.
is awful.
Let's just say
fucking baby just crying and shit. What a fucking groomer.
What a fucking thing to say. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, goody.
Anyway.
I look like
I have a heart attack. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Anyway, speaking of Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Because we mentioned Spider-Man 50 minutes ago.
I was about to say, I was like, when are we talking about Spider-Man?
Right. Lord. Oh god.
So they showed there was a whole PlayStation showcase. Yesterday? Was it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday on the day that we're recording this. It's going to be it's going to be probably like a couple days old by the time you hear about it.
So,
but really the only thing they showed anything of was Spider-Man. And it looks pretty dope. But
looks
really excited.
Yeah. It looks pretty fucking solid. I just man, like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that showcase. It's like a really baffling. It's really confusing.
It was severely underwhelming. Like they had that over-the-shoulder samurai game that does look sick as fuck.
That looked dope. Yeah, really Phantom Blade Zero or whatever the fuck, where it's like dodging and stabbing and kicking and shit. That looks
Is
dope.
there another one of those? Like, what is the
There's like
Zero
3.
or
There's there's like Neo that exists. Is
that a series?
Is that the same universe?
No, it's no. This is kind of the problem with it. It's like it does look cool, but it also looks like 15 other things. There's Rise of the Ronin, which is like a new thing coming out, I think, in like next year, which looks, it's a Japanese samurai kind of sword thing. That one has Bloodborne style gun stuff going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it looks like that. There's Ghost of Tsushima. There's fucking, Sekiro, Neo, there's a lot of these. Trek to Yomi, I think.
There's a fucking pattern.
Well, Phantom Blade is Chinese. There's some Chinese aesthetic differences.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he was using a Dao.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
I wasn't paying that
I gotta be real.
attention.
I'm very
But
ignorant.
it looked cool as fuck. It looks cool.
It looks fucking dope.
It was the standout thing, like, to me, like the newest thing that stood out to me, because like there's just not a lot of gameplay there. Like, and all the gameplay that they showed was like for like, I don't know, Genshin Impact clones and just like all this like fucking Japanese, like I don't care about Final Fantasy. I'm sorry.
Bullshit.
Final Fantasy 16 looks cool, but like
it looks
also
better than 15.
At the same, 16 is being directed. The combat director is Devil May Cry 5's combat director. We all know that shit's gonna go up. Like, it's gonna at least be a fun game to play.
How do you feel about all these niggas being all British and shit, though?
You know.
I'm gonna be real, kind of turned me off a little bit.
You know what? He's got a dog, so like I'm with it. The main character has a dog.
That's redemption.
I could deal with it.
Honestly,
it's
it's weird.
British.
Honestly,
any game with a dog.
There's a lot of fantasy. There's a lot of fantasy games that I see, like, because there's a lot of Final Fantasy games that take. Obviously, like Final Fantasy VII is like different. It's like a little bit more like steampunk industrial type shit going on. But like, there's a lot of Final Fantasy games that do take place in like castles and shit. And
most of them do.
It was
originals, at least.
Yeah, and it was kind of always jarring to me that they weren't British, because like I just associate, or like at least
fantasy
like
with
or at least I got like used to it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Skyrim didn't either.
So now
like,
that it's like being a little bit more like traditional to adjacent. Now I'm throwing off. I'm like, what the? These guys are supposed to sound like soft babies, and the girls are supposed to be whining and shit, and all chibi and shit. There's a dragon
in the sky.
That is disgusting. The dragon! Watch out for the dragon! He fucking stampers off.
The dragon!
That's what Final Fantasy sounds like to me, by the way. Yeah, whenever I fucking hear it.
Sounds like.
But yeah, I mean that's probably going to be good. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I know myself well enough to know that Final Fantasy has just never fucking worked for me. I tried to play 6 recently, and I just like I couldn't fucking stomach it.
I love that game, but I understand, man. I understand.
I can't do it.
I loved that game when I was a teenager, so I don't know about now. Let's clarify that as well. Yeah. I loved that game a long time ago. Yeah, now I'm probably like, I'm gonna fall asleep.
How you guys feel about Snake Eater being the first one to be remastered, a remake?
Okay. I have a lot of things to say about this one. Snake Eater. So this has been a rumor for years. Like since Colin and I started Sacred Symbols, there were rumors about a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake. And the trailer they showed was fucking cool, right? Like it was a really cool, like I love the misdirect of like, what is this? Is this a survival game? It starts in the woods and then you see Snake. Yeah. It's like, that's badass. But then it just stopped and that was it. And for me, I was like, that's cool, but I kind of knew it was coming already because it's been rumored for so long. And also, I don't know, like I was excited about it, but I also felt underwhelmed that that's how they did it. Because like I'd at least like to see like what the in-game, like what the game looked like after, and at least have a date for it. Because dude, again, 2018, there were rumors about this game being in development, and so like 5 years later to just have like a CG teaser trailer and no idea when this thing is going to be done, or like we don't even know who's working on it. Like, there was, like, a message from development team, and it was just like, what? What is that? Who's working on this fucking thing? Obviously, there's no Kojima.
The development team.
Maybe they don't need it. Maybe they don't need Kojima because it's just, like, they're just redoing the game. Like, that's fair. But it makes sense that they're doing Snake Eater first because chronologically that's the first one, and I feel like it's probably...
Yeah, so I thought about that, but I personally I would have liked if they just released it in the order that they came out.
Yeah,
my favorite one. I stiffly, me and Chris disagree with all the time. I think 3 is the best Metal Gear Solid game, but
a lot of people agree with you.
I also felt like it felt such a hollow way, especially the way, you know how Kojima is. Kojima, anything he's ever involved in is super pretentious. Well, it's not him anymore. I think that's why, right? It's not him anymore.
Yeah, there's no
he's not
fun.
Involved in that anymore, right?
There's no. There wasn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough fun in the announcement. Yeah. I feel like it should have been.
He'd come outside. He'd be like, "Hey," and he'd speak English poorly for a while, then eventually say something involving what you call it, like coming out, you know, and it'd be like
fucking Norman Reedus would come out for no reason at all.
No good reason.
I almost feel like they should have opened the show with it. You know what I mean? Like it felt like just because they smacked it in this weird spot, like in between a bunch of weird indie games. And it was just like, what the?
Oh, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is happening. And then like the collection's coming, that's dope.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But fuck it, dude. What is going on? Why won't they fucking release Twin Snakes? Like, why won't they? Like fucking.
Oh, that's
Twin
the 1 and
Snakes?
2 one, right? That's the 1 and 2 release.
Well, that was the fucking GameCube version of Metal Gear Solid, and like it was basically like a kind of remastered and with a little bit of extra in it, and like. I can't get that fucking thing anywhere. And so they're releasing the games, but like you're probably just going to get Metal Gear Solid with the little original. Polished, but not fucking Twin Snakes. I want to play fucking Twin Snakes. Like I don't know, like what's the problem?
I don't know, man.
If anybody knows about that.
If it's a remaster, I've heard of Twin Snakes. I never played it. I played as Metal Gear Solid. I played 1. But it's gonna be a remaster. It's gonna be good, very likely. It's gonna be very good, probably.
Yeah, when it's gonna be remastered, like retouched, like they did with Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and all that shit.
It's gonna be slight.
No, aren't they? No, sorry. I thought it was a remake. My apologies.
No. That's probably gonna be what, 10 years or something now.
Yeah, the collection is going to be just like the original game. Probably like up-res.
Sorry. I thought you were talking about Snake Eater. I mean, that's a remake, isn't it?
Snake Eater is a remake.
I'm talking about Twin Snakes.
Twin Snakes but the new ones, I get it now.
Yeah, revised Metal Gear Solid, which, yeah.
But they might, I mean, like, it's weird to me, the weirder thing is that, and to be fair, it is like the Metal Gear Collection Volume 1, so maybe Volume 2 will alleviate that. Maybe that'll be like Peace Walker 4 and maybe 5. I don't know. But it's weird that 4 is still not like 4 has been stranded on the PlayStation 3 for fucking ever.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I hate that game personally, but like it's weird to me that it's just like sitting there.
I gotta tell you, Old Snake infuriated me.
It's really horrible.
I hate that my back would get fucking all fucked up and you had to like put your stress out. That fucking shit pissed me off. So I mean, I get that part. But
the things that those gameplay quirks that I fucking can't stand in 4 that I just like I couldn't play. Like you're back. That started, and it's kind of the reason I don't love 3 as much as a lot of people do. It's like that shit started in 3. Like you gotta feed yourself. You gotta like, and I get it.
You don't get back aches though. No, it's not the same. But I know what you mean.
But that idea, like those idea, like the whole like survival element of like you gotta nourish yourself. You gotta like paint your face very specific ways to stick.
I love it, dude. You gotta go kill an alligator. The alligator's in the water. Every time you go in the water, he kills you. You're like, I'm gonna get you sooner or later, bitch.
Cool.
And then you get a real gun, and you're like, I'm gonna kill that nigga.
I think it's cool. I just think I don't know. 2 to me is like just pure Metal Gear Solid. Like there's no fucking bullshit in it. And that's what I love about it. Like there's no like weird you gotta feed, you gotta come every 10 minutes.
No, but you gotta listen to a bitch. No, you gotta listen to somebody that makes you do the opposite of come every time the fucking thing goes on. Really? David, I'm so sad. I'm just like, yo, shut the fuck up,
it's
Raiden.
So funny.
Shut up, Raiden.
I like it.
I know, I get it. Like, I get it. He's a great character. He's actually fucking amazing in 4. He is a beast in 4. But he's just so pussy, bro. But he's not. That's what makes me so angry. I was like, you're like a living weapon. You're like better than Solid Snake. Shut up and just kill people. We get it. It sucks. Do it. Just do it. He's like, I don't know, David. maybe I should just edge myself till I fall asleep. And it's like, no, Raiden. kill Liquidus or Solidus, right? It was Solidus, right?
Solidus, yeah.
Kill him.
I don't know. Metal Gear Solid 2 is just like that's the first game that really blew my fucking. That game blew my mind in like a crazy way. Like I couldn't.
You and
my
friend.
3 was just cool. You know?
3 was cool. I never got into it like a lot of people did. Because of elements like kind of what you were talking about too. I was just kind of not in the right mindset to really deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Which happens every once in a while. But like I've just been waiting for, because it really what started it all, because nobody played the fucking Nintendo one. No one fucking played that shit.
We know
so,
one
like, Metal
person
Gear
that
Solid,
did. I know one person that did. Only one person.
Jameson, our friend Jameson.
Our one friend.
The only person.
All of them.
The only person who played the original Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 or whatever the fuck.
And understood they were connected.
Because
I thought Metal Gear was Metal Slug when I was younger. I was like, oh, that's the other Metal Slug game.
I paid zero attention to it. It didn't appeal. I was like, I don't know what that is. I don't care. And it literally didn't. I didn't even make the connection, I feel, until somebody actually brought it up. And I'm like, oh, shit, maybe I should see what that's all about, see what the story is, and then see how that reflects on a Metal Gear Solid. Because I was always under the impression that, whoa, this is a new fucking franchise. Like when I play it, and it consumed me, man. I thought this was the coolest shit. The little, the confused Psycho Mantis, you gotta unplug it. I thought that was the coolest fucking shit ever. Or you kind of knew what was on your fucking save, your memory card and shit.
You've been watching a ton of hentai.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah. See, that's what they should do now with, like, if they put it on, like, fucking
amounts of hentai.
They put it on, like, Steam or some shit, and then it just knows all your fucking search history. It just goes through all your really invasive shit and just shows, like, oh, you've been, the Fuda, like you really like that shit, huh, nigga?
You've been watching a ton of Fuda porn, aren't you? You particularly like what's her name? What's Sandy Cheeks Futanari porn? And you're just like
SpongeBob says.
Yeah. Like, how do you know? How do you know?
Sandy Cheeks Futa. Holy shit! Of course it exists, but I never.
There was one time on Twitter, it was everywhere. There's a picture of Sandy Cheeks with a giant penis sucking up cars into her dick.
I do remember
and I was just like, what the fuck is this?
I knew the second you brought her up how sad is it that when you said Sandy Cheeks, the first thing that came to my mind wasn't the character from the show. It was that drawing of her with a giant dick sucking cars up like a vacuum. That image is so
years of SpongeBob. Not the years of SpongeBob you watched growing up. Not the literally decades of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Instantly Sandy Cheeks vacuum dicking a city.
And she's giant and
she's huge,
fucking swole.
It's ridiculous.
And she's sucking up those cars, bro.
See, if they showed that picture during the PlayStation Showcase, it would have been a lot better. It's just a quick flash of Sandy Cheeks with a big dick sucking cars up. That would have been.
I just wish more people just went bug about, like, just started misbehaving more in like ways where it's like, this is an award show, right? And you usually have a certain kind of etiquette. But like, what if you didn't?
Award show.
What if you just went out there and just said some wild shit or did something crazy? Not like one of these like structural. Oh, that's very funny for the higher brow. Like, no, some fucking wild shit.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's different than E3. Like, it's not like presenters going up. It's just like a highlight reel, basically, of a bunch of stuff. But like, to me, I don't know. To me, the weirdest the weirdest thing to me is that, like, so they haven't done a showcase since like 2021, right? So like the assumption is like when they do a showcase, it's going to be a lot of like first party. You're going to see like maybe a teaser of what. I don't know, the God of War team might be working on, or you're going to see a teaser of like, maybe even like, you'll see Spider-Man, but maybe you'll even see like a little bit more information about Wolverine. Maybe you'll see that fucking Last of Us multiplayer thing. None of that was really there except for Spider-Man. And it's just a bunch of these like, I think Xbox even tweeted out like a really fucking, a pretty cheeky little thing where they were like, oh, it's a good group of games. And it's all the stuff that they showed at the showcase, and it's also coming to the, like, even Metal Gear Solid, which is like kind of
Xbox, yeah,
wild,
a little jab,
yeah. And I was like, yeah, Marathon also, and like Sony owns them, and it's like it was just weird, man. Like it didn't need to be a showcase really. It could have been like a state of play, or just like they could have just announced these things like separately. Like, and it would have been just as fine. Or like for Summer Games Fest or something, because that's coming up and there's going to be a lot of fucking trailers and shit. I know Mortal Kombat's going to have its own event. I know Destiny's going to have its own event. I don't know. Just weird. Like, I only cared about it in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, with Spider-Man and Marathon. Those are the only things I really cared about.
It wasn't quite. It wasn't dope. We saw Cade. Cade's back. That's amazing.
Yeah, I have questions about that. But yeah, I mean, seeing Bungie there at all was fucking crazy with something different. I couldn't believe
Marathon looks like it might be cool, man. Looks like it might be a cool game. I don't really know if I've ever played an extraction shooter.
It's too early. It's too early to really get a sense. Like, if your average person is not going to get a sense of what Marathon is, but Marathon, seeing that name again and that logo again is so fucking cool. Because Marathon is old Bungie. That's like 1994. That was the shooter they worked on before Halo, before like anything. And it's so dope. It's just like people in like hollowed out asteroids building ships out of them and having limited populations and going to war and like bringing their dead back and like reanimating them with like computer chips to have them fight for each other. It's fucking so cool. And
I'm glad it's that, because like as soon as I was like, oh, there's people in suits. They don't have magic powers. There's no green dude. Instantly, if it wasn't literally what Bungie's been to me my last 30 years of life, I was like, oh, there's no Master Chief. There's no big ass blue assistant. There's no
here's what's
I don't care.
Here's what's gonna happen with Marathon and Kingston, right? He's not going to play it for 3 years.
And then I'm gonna be obsessed with it.
And then you're gonna be obsessed with it, because that's what happens every time Bungie puts something out. Literally.
Not every time. That's true.
I mean, kind of, sort of.
No.
I mean,
Halo I always played.
Yeah, but like it's different.
Destiny, I didn't. I played in the beginning, like when everybody did, and it was balls. And then I got it. Then pre-COVID, like a few months before COVID, we started playing it again, and the world shut down.
Yeah.
So yes, I played a lot of Destiny. That was the only game that was being made at that time. Nothing else was being created.
Yeah,
everything else was stopped.
That's a game I'm looking forward to purely because I know that universe, and also I just trust that developer implicitly. It's like if FromSoft were to announce something else, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out, absolutely, because it's probably going to be. Even if it's not something that I end up vibing with all that well, I know it's gonna be good, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my. But like. It's really just Spider-Man and
Street Fighter. They showed Street Fighter again. I'm like, why are they showing Street Fighter? Like,
yeah, Street Fighter's out in like 3 days. Like it's
I feel like that was really
weird, wasted time. They showed They showed a trailer for the Gran Turismo movie. Yeah. And what the fuck is what do you do? What is this?
Street Fighter. Street Fighter comes out in a few days.
Are their numbers looking like a little low? So like, just try to like.
I don't know, man. I think that movie's probably gonna be. Street Fighter? No way, it's huge.
Dude, I would imagine that
online was crazy. I was playing the beta. It was insane.
I mean, I know it's because it's been fucking. Street Fighter came out in what, 2015, 5?
Yeah,
or was it 16?
2015.
15.
Yeah, like those fucking forever ago. So it's like, I get it. The hype for 6 is gonna be massive, but it's just why did they even bother? That's so fucking weird.
Oh, February 2016. Sorry, tail tail in 2015. Early.
Capcom gave them some money. They were like, here's this.
There you go. It's a little. Somebody said because I tweeted about Dragon's Dogma 2. Somebody said that they've talked. I had no idea. First of all, I wasn't looking for it. Yeah, I had no idea that there was even a whisper that they were making a sequel. I thought it was like this game probably underperformed, but I had a lot of fun playing it. That's just how I felt.
About a year ago, they showed something about it.
Yeah.
Dragon's, a year ago.
I completely missed it.
It was more along the lines of how Marathon was revealed this time, where it was like it was just sort of like, hey, we're working on this. But we don't have anything to show quite yet. Like that's because I remember like just seeing kind of like a logo and like the development team. They were like, "Hey, thanks for loving Dragon's Dogma. We're making another one." And it was just like kind of like panning through the offices.
They put it somewhere else. They put it on another system, and they were like, "We're gonna make another one too." And it's like, "All right, cool, that's
interesting."
Dope.
I completely missed it. I didn't even know that there were people like clamoring for a sequel. I thought that was something that I feel like. There's like other games that could be prioritized over Dragon's Dogma, a sequel of that. That's why I guess I was a little bit surprised by it. I liked it though. When I played it, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, modern Capcom working on it that's pretty fucking. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Because
they have
Capcom
not dropped the ball in a hot bit of time. They've just been like on fire.
And I think the reason
the new RE engine, man, ever since that shit came out, they've been like, "Yo, let's go, we got it."
But I think the original Dragon's Dogma didn't do as well. I think largely because it came out in the shadow of like Skyrim. But also that was around like kind of like the time of, Capcom wasn't doing so hot at that point. Like Capcom back then is where like I feel like I don't know Ubisoft is now, where it's like what the fuck is going on over there? Like Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been in like development hell for fucking 7 years.
That game still hasn't come out, bro.
No,
that's wild. That game still has not come out.
They canceled like 2 Splinter Cells. Like the only thing, like Rainbow Six Siege is doing well, I guess, but that's it. Really, I don't know, man. Ubisoft is fucking weird. I don't know what's going on with them.
I gotta say this, and maybe you guys would disagree with me. When I saw the trailer to Mirage,
dude,
I was like,
it looks the same.
This is I would have rather they just remade the first one because it's basically the first one, but I like the character Altair. And so I was like, why not just make it modern and where they don't... I don't know if you guys remember this, you played the first one, where they had these fucking retards hanging on the docks and they would literally shove you if you got too close. They were literally like, and then they would shove you. And the thing is, you couldn't swim. So if you're on the docks, they would shove you into the water and
they would kill you?
So I'm just like, remake the game, but change that.
Just that. They just get rid of the retards on the dock.
Yeah.
Stop, please.
You're a master assassin, and your best buddy is fucking retards shoving into the water. It's so funny because, like, strategically, like, they'll be throughout the cities, right? They're all crazy, and they're like, they're saying, like, they're mumbling and saying, like, really stupid, you know what's going on with these guys. You get too close to them, they shove you. And then there's this one mission where you need to be by the docks, and then they strategically put a bunch of them by the docks. Yeah. It's so fucking funny.
You're having too much fun, dude. You're having too much fun.
I'm just fucking telling you what these insensitive people did in Assassin's Creed.
Good.
Nice. Clean dismount. Really yeah, I don't know, man. Seeing Assassin's Creed there, I just sort of like. I mean, it looks good, but like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like it looks
Assassin's
visually,
Creed, man.
Visually it looks great. Like I think it's pretty. I think the colors look great. I think it doesn't look bad. It's just like who hasn't experienced this already?
And I'm like that exact game too, where I liked when they were trying to the Viking thing. They haven't done that. They didn't do the Odyssey. A lot of people are going back and playing Odyssey and realizing that this is actually really fun. There's been a lot of, especially I was looking at Steam reviews and stuff and seeing what people were saying.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if they agreed. And so I didn't like the direction they were going either, where it just felt like almost like a mobile game too, where there was just all this like do these things and and within these time periods and there's this I played the game and I got like no armor. Like I got like nothing. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Where that was kind of like the point of the other games, just like looting shit and get a bunch of stuff. And anyway, I don't know what is going on. Yeah, Ubisoft is, God, they fucking, they need something, man. They need something that's gonna bring them to the promised land because
they're not gonna do. I think Ubisoft is done, man.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be you stay soft because they're done. They're never gonna fucking do it again. I think they can't fucking do it. They're fucking out of the fight.
It's fucking. I don't know, man. We'll see. Like they look like if there was ever. So obviously the Activision thing is kind of up in the air right now. But if I feel like they're the next people, like they're the next publisher that's gonna be like bought up by something or like by some big entity because they're just in fucking shambles. And they have a lot of good. The fact that they're just sitting on fucking Splinter Cell pisses me off to no end. They canceled the Splinter Cell VR game too,
like Splinter Cell, man.
which is crazy. Because that's like,
I don't think modern gamers would like it, Chris.
No, well, they're working on a Splinter Cell. It's just like they had one that they canceled the VR one. They're working on a remake of the first one, which is, that's cool. But I don't. Again, like, who knows if this is even gonna fucking come out at this point? Like, they fucking everything that they make. Oh, there's that Skull and Bones game too. Did you hear? You guys remember this?
It was the thing that like sort of like Ninja Samurai Katana Zero, right?
No, not at all. Skull and Bones is basically the boat part of Assassin's Creed 4, but that's the game. And they've
interesting.
So it is still in development. I saw that at E3 2017.
Oh, right. That's right.
Man,
completely lost on me. I don't give a look, dude. If Desmond was choking on his own blood and was like, "Hey, please help me," I would laugh and I'd be like, "Ha ha," and I'd step on a gun wound. I don't care about Assassin's Creed. I only liked Ezio. That was it. Only character I ever liked. I was like, Ezio's pretty cool. That's it. Every other character from everything about Assassin's Creed, they made Viking assassins. I was like, that's fucking stupid. That was the dumbest thing ever. They had Egyptian assassins.
Yeah,
I was like, that makes a little more sense, but this is just dumb.
I mean, it's not about it making sense. It's just like, it's,
They
just
made
go
all
to
the
different
gods in
locations
history
and-
fucking aliens.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Fast and Furious with assassins. Exactly that.
I mean, it never really made, like, the first one was really the only one that made like some
They
sense.
tried something.
Yeah, and even then it was floundering.
I think the first three were like, all right, this is like just European history. What these certain figures are just sort of aliens, and I was like, all right, that's fine.
That's insane.
And then they just kept going.
That is in and of itself. Like, Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, I love those games. I think they're great. I wouldn't play them again because I don't have the patience for Assassin's Creed in that style anymore. Really, I'm spent on it. But like, I liked those games. Made no sense that, like, here's my friend Leonardo da Vinci. And like,
yeah, bro,
it
was the past.
It's just cool. It's fun. It's like, but it's like Jimmy Timmy fucking Power Hour logic, where it's like, what a fun little cameo that this is for for this history game.
It's a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Of course, you're gonna be friends with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Da Vinci. DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
Fucking DiCaprio's there dating only 24-year-olds.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No, he's dating a 28-year-old now.
Let's go, bro.
He broke his rule.
She must have had that goody good.
Yeah, that shit made him fucking, like, his eyes came out of his socket. Like,
he was dancing. He wasn't Great Gatsby after he was done with it, bro. Getting it. He was killing it in Great Gatsby, bro. That was one of my favorite scenes ever. I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I think that's two different movies, nigga.
I know, but like, he sort of have similar personalities. No, not really. No. He's
you tried to save yourself
in both of those roles. I'll say that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wolf of Wall Street was good.
All right.
He's doing a new movie. He's doing a new movie right now.
Does anything else happen? Are we good? Can we go to questions now?
Nah, fuck that. Let's go do the questions.
Yeah, let's go to questions.
We talk more about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay, Connor Wilson wrote in. He says, "Does Peter Parker in the new Venom suit get the N-word pass?" Yes.
Absolutely.
Because who's gonna stop him?
Yeah, that's violent. That's dark-skinned Peter Parker too. So he's got dark-skinned tendencies, or are those light-skinned light-skinned?
What?
Because dark-skinned tendencies are like air quotes. We're more violent and more aggressive, but history has shown light-skins have that tendency more than dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
So is that technically a dark-skin or light-skin tendency?
Well, he's got.
I don't know.
The
The tricky thing about that is it's more conniving is the thing. The light skins know where the cameras are, so they don't do it in front of the cameras. You guys don't know where the cameras are, I'm sorry to say, because I keep seeing these fucking videos, man, like straight up, like I'm like, they always, like, in 4K, bro. It's crazy. Like, no awareness of the cameras. Like, It's fucking great. And like light skins are like, let's tank the housing market. Like that's a light skin crime. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna
take housing market and also beat the shit out of Rihanna.
Yeah, like it's more devastating, but it's like subtle and like off screen. It's like Bernie Madoff is a demon who hurt like way more people than like probably any individual person. But
yeah.
But it's like so many steps removed from him.
Yeah.
And you're not going to find that
arguments.
moment.
Talk to people about that. People they talk about like these people do great crime. It's like, have you seen what Bernard Madoff does? What kind of crime was that? White on white crime, or is that white on humanity crime? That was evil what he did.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's fucking
and it's like,
wild.
It's different, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's a person.
It
being
is
a piece
different.
Of
it's
shit.
Worse.
It's a person being
worse.
a huge piece of shit.
It's
but yeah, he can, and Miles can't beat him, so he can say it.
Yeah, like that. Miles can't do nothing about it. So
Miles can't do shit. He'll get his ass beat.
One thing I gotta say.
What's up?
Shocker is in Insomniac Spider-Man. The black suit.
Do it?
Oh.
I think they got to, man. They got to.
Shocker.
They got to I am boycotting Spider-Man 2 if I learn that there is no scene where Peter Parker traumatizes Shocker. Off my playlist. I'm not gonna play it.
So
we need that.
So my quick assumption, right? What's gonna happen is this, right? What's gonna happen? There's gonna start. Kraven's gonna come looking for Lizard. Harry and Peter are gonna link back up. He gets the suit, right? What I'm guessing is gonna happen is that Miles is gonna have to whoop Peter's ass to get the suit off him. I think that's gonna be the plot device.
Well, with the help of somebody.
Well, no, because his shock probably because in the comics his shock is effective against the suits, the symbiotes.
That's too easy.
But I'm pretty sure
they're probably gonna do it.
Peter's gonna beat the fuck out of him though before he does it. Like it might end with Miles winning.
They're definitely gonna fight each other. That's for sure. Yeah,
it's gonna end with Miles winning, but then Peter's gonna say the N-word, and Miles is gonna be like, "Why'd you say it?" And he's gonna get him. He's gonna start dogging him. It's gonna be like, "Dang!"
So
like, Pete, why would you say that?
So they're kind of going their own way with it, right? They're clearly like because Miles and Peter have never coexisted alongside the symbiote suit in that way. Like that's kind of a new thing. That's cool. That's dope, actually. Like I think they should be going kind of their own way with it. I wonder then if Venom is even a separate character. Like because they already kind of established that like Harry isn't necessarily who he is, and like I wonder if throughout the game Peter sort of becomes Venom, and that's kind of what you know what I mean. Like because like the main villain of the game is clearly Venom. Like he's on the teaser art for like when they teased it initially.
I think Venom is going to be the part. Remember how in the first one it was everything was Lee until it was the Six.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be everything is Kraven and things happening around Kraven until he goes too far. Then Peter's going to hurt Miles or something like that, and then it's going to be Venom versus Peter at the end.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean,
Kraven
anything goes.
Suit.
I like not knowing. I think that's what's fun about
it. Becomes Venom.
I also love the way the suit looks. It's like, I always thought it should look slimy.
It should, yeah.
Because it's an alien creature. It should look kind of gross.
Yeah, I do like it's like
I really
slithering.
hope they just give Topher Grace something. They just
throw him a bone, right?
You know. Yeah.
No, don't give him anything, bro. That was the worst. Next question. You made me upset.
Next question. All right.
I'm done.
Al Jazeera Jizz highlighted.
Nice.
Says, "Hey snorkelers, if you were to be reborn and could choose exactly where and when you were going to be reborn, when and where would it be?"
So I was going to be
reborn. Where?
I'd be. Can I choose what I am as well?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
I'd choose to be a. I would choose to be a sultan, and
such an asshole.
Like the fucking I don't know. The 1100s in fucking somewhere in fucking Persia or some shit.
Yeah.
Where I was being thrown bitches. Or
I
now,
would,
I'm pretty happy with my life right now.
Yeah. I would be Oppenheimer.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop that psycho.
Just so I could correct his stupid, like, I wouldn't change anything he did, by the way. I would just change what he said, because I am become death, destroyer of worlds or whatever. That's not English, bro. Like, you're speaking stupid.
That's not English, bro. Like, aside from the meaning of what you mean by that, like,
yeah, no. I would still make note of it. I would still create the nuclear bomb. I would still engage in really, really questionable behavior. I would do everything exactly the same. I would just the way he says that always bothered me.
You know what's crazy? He probably saved the world for a little bit, but also most likely doomed it. That's really hilarious.
Yeah,
you saved lives, weird. Sort of, and then
in a roundabout way.
When it all fell apart, it was your fault.
There's never going to be a way to know that, though, until it's objectively false. You know, like it's like you'll never really know.
Well, some people get off on the ship. Some people get off on the ship and they'll be fine. They'll go somewhere else.
I don't think so, man. It's pretty optimistic.
There's probably been a planet we found a long time ago that could support life, and only the rich motherfuckers are gonna go there.
Yeah, counter Earth with all the furries.
Yeah.
Oh my! It's just imagine it's a flight with like mostly furries and politicians.
That's like, a nightmare planet.
Furries and politicians.
It's like, man, there's no children here. There's no kids here. Damn it! All of you are grown. Damn. You got any of those suits to make you look like a child?
That's so fucking stupid. Let me look. Let me look.
Fly me to the moon.
Let me gaze upon the stars.
The stars.
Fly me to the moon.
What is it? Yeah. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. Everything is worse in that. It's crazy. Like it's crazy.
They don't even, no one's ever really sang in that accent though.
That's
even the
why.
Beatles didn't do that.
That's why. I wanna hold your hand. Yeah.
I wanna hold your hand. No, they was kind of like that. It was kind of like that. Actually, that song was.
They sang in English.
Sort of. Hard days life and not be walking like a dog. Is it hard days life?
Oh,
nobody wants to hear that shit.
They're all Cockney.
Like
please.
a log.
It'd be so funny if they had one British accent, but then they switched to Cockney when they sang.
That'd be hilarious.
Like it just made it the worst. Right now. Over me.
Bam, 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 bam. Even like that, even the fucking instruments.
The instruments have an accent.
You gotta behave yourselves, guys.
Oh,
even
fuck.
Instruments sound British.
Come
oi, oi, gov, 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 gov. Oi, 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 oi.
Let's go.
That's so fun. What was that? Legend of Zelda?
No, that was Game of Thrones.
That was Game of Thrones.
Oh, I fucking didn't recognize that.
Oi, gov, 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 gov.
Oh, yeah.
Constable.
Yeah.
Constable. Let me see. Man, you guys got to get better at making conciser questions, okay? Because a lot of these walls of text, like, I got to be real. When I see a wall of text, I kind of skip it, okay? Because it's too much. It's a lot. I understand you got a lot to say, but there's a lot of you. So we've got to keep it pithy, okay?
Piffy.
Let me see. I'm trying to... Man, they're so long. A lot of these. Let me just pick one at random. Okay? I'm going to read one of these long ones. Bear with me. Cerebral Halsey wrote in.
Mm-hmm.
Says, hey, all, not a question, just an explanation of a topic brought up in episode 116 regarding poop transplants. What episode is this? Like 150?
155, maybe?
It's like, what, like 2 years ago, it feels like, this episode. Funny enough, I was taught about it in college last semester in my microbiome class. Long story short, we all know that the gut has healthy bacteria in it, but part of what makes certain bacteria type healthy or unhealthy is how concentrated it is. So this is literally just an explanation of what this is. Doubt this will make the show. Well, too bad. It did. Now you're the guy. You're the person who explained poop science.
Yeah.
So
we need people like you, but also not to talk.
You like shit. You're in the shit. Huh?
You're in the shit.
You like scat?
Fucking yeah.
You like scat?
Derek, you're you posted a video. I don't remember where. I don't know if it was on Instagram or what. But it's you in the gym watching Mrs. Doubtfire, and you're saying exposed groomer to the. And I think about it all the fucking time because it cracks me exposed groomer. Exposed groomer. Because to me, I like to imagine somebody who isn't in on the joke overhearing you and thinking you're entirely serious.
Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? This has got out of hand.
Yeah, dude. Doubtfire's a groomer. Could you imagine that?
He's like, because I mean, like, there's like, if you watch that movie in the context of how insane people are now, it's probably their nightmare. Because it's like everything that they fear. Here's this dad that's trying to like get in close with his people, so he fucking becomes a nanny in you don't even call it in drag, I guess. And then like there's a scene where he's pissing in the toilet, and like the son walks in, and so like that's it right there. That's fucking the pinnacle of grooming. Where you just like pop in, you're this old granny with your penis hanging out and shit, and he's like, "Wait, I can explain." And then what? Some weird happens from there, at least in their mind.
Stop.
And in their mind, that's where they're going with it. Like, oh, you know what happened? You know what they do? You know what?
They all do that. That's what they do.
I'm glad Robin Williams killed himself. Fucking what a groomer. I'm glad, like retroactively.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's that's such a wild sentence. Holy shit! Imagine harboring such resentment for Robin Williams.
That is
like
of all fucking people.
After all these years, you realize, oh god, this whole time he almost got away with the dude.
Groomer, you almost groomed my kid. God,
he almost groomed those actors.
I'm gonna go drink a beer and punch my wife in the face.
Yeah, I also had a similar, like I saw some Bud Light in the store and I started kicking the shit out of the box, like, like fucking queer, just being those people, channeling their energy. It's kind of fun
because they don't gotta think; they just gotta exist angry.
They're
it's
like
lit,
animals.
Dog.
They really are like animals, just reactionary to like things, right? It's like you see a prey and then they just do things, or they're like, there's no thought to what is going on. And try it sometime, people. Try it sometime. You'll get a kick out of it.
Be ignorant sometimes. It's lit as fuck, bro.
Pretend like you're a complete bigot and just go wild.
Just profile people sometimes, bro.
You
might be right some of the times. Just profile people.
All right. Hugger Derek wrote in. He says, Hey there, the three that complete me. Which color Gatorade is the best color? I expect a long, angry 20-minute debate about this topic. Love you, boyos.
Oh, blue.
You think blue?
Yeah, by far, blue. Blue or red?
I'm tired of red. I'll take a blue.
Yeah.
I'll take a blue. I'm tired of red. I'll drink anything, but if I had to get one, I'd get blue.
Yeah, I think that's probably a unanimous agreement.
Yeah,
I think I like red, but like red is too common. Like I've had red like my entire life whenever I have a Gatorade. So like I think that's kind of the problem with it. I will say there's like a lavender fucking blueberry or some fucking vitamin water.
The coolberry one. It's very good.
No, specifically not Gatorade. It's a vitamin water. There's a lavender flavored mixed with something else vitamin water that is one of the best things I've ever fucking tasted, and it's so fucking good. But I can't find it anywhere. I only found it in like the gas station down the street from my parents' house. That's the only place I've ever seen it.
So they all got shipped.
Yeah. That's where they all got shipped upstate New York.
Yeah, man. It's just it, man. Just blue.
Yeah, blue is clearly
there's better
the best.
flavors. Don't get me wrong. There's better flavors, but
what's the worst one?
Yeah.
I think that fucking lime green, that yellow
probably lemon
fucking
lime, right?
Yeah.
The yellow one.
That yellowish. That's not quite yellow, not quite green.
That's how
that's
you
the
know
original?
it was the original, because that's the original flavor.
It's a prototype.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I figured red would be the original.
Yeah, you'd think that, but like, yeah, it was some disgusting gator drink or some shit. It was like some swamp shit. Like the Florida Gators were like, we need a drink that looks like piss from a fucking gator. and then they gave it to them, and they believed that it had some special electrolytes, and they won
that year.
They won the college Super Bowl, whatever it is. I don't know what the college I don't know what their championship's called, but
the NCAA. They won the NCAA.
Is it the NCAA?
Yeah, NCAA.
NCAA, yeah. What NAACP championships?
No, not that one. Who do you think would win the NAACP championship? They had like a championship for the best colored.
The best Negro.
The best colored.
I guess. Yes, we got to include more
CP
people.
is colored.
You're right. You're right. It's colored people.
They count.
You're right.
My Hispanic friends count. All right.
Who's the best colored person right now? Let's
Ice
keep it to
Spice.
America.
Ice Spice.
You think? I mean, the Gen Z would probably vote her in to
Ice
win.
Spice.
I don't know shit about her, man. I don't care about her. No disrespect. I just don't know anything about her. Jamie Foxx. I'll give it to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Hopefully he makes it.
Dude, that's crazy that he had a fucking stroke, man.
Told you, bro.
I just assume he's like a bill of health, like that guy.
Because he looks like it. He looks perfect for his age. And then
crazy.
He's just really down bad, man.
Niggas,
another sad news. Sorry, guys. You probably don't care because most of you guys probably aren't black or old.
I know.
Black
or
old. We lost Tina Turner.
Yeah.
Horrible thing.
What the fuck is that?
Of course. You're lying. You have to know who Tina Turner is, Chris.
Of course I know who Tina Turner is.
Thank God.
Timmy Turner's mom.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's Mom Turner, actually.
No,
I know. Yeah, that's
Tina.
That's a big deal.
Yeah,
very unfortunate.
It's pretty crazy. I was binging on her music a couple weeks ago. Oddly enough,
how old was she?
Some
though?
old songs,
like
80 something.
Really?
Yeah, she was in her 80s.
Well, she made music when my grandma was young, so yes, she's definitely not young.
She was fucking in. She was in the Thunderdome, Mad Max 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
obviously the worst Mad Max. That movie sucks. That movie fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, and it's all her fault.
Like Mad Max 2 is fun. Mad Max 1 is unwatchable. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
One's a bad movie.
It's fucking unwatchable. It's just not good.
One is a bad
it's
movie.
So fucking boring. And then Fury Road's pretty awesome. So
it really sucks because
I'd recommend you not watch any of them. Just watch Fury Road. You don't really need any context for the movie. It's just cars, desolate, apocalyptic desert cars, and weird
Australians.
People. Yeah, and it works. It works.
All right. We got another.
This blows, man. I remember listening to her music when I was a child with my grandma. Yeah. That was one of the things we did. We would dance together and listen to fucking the best and shit like that.
Got to do.
It's insane, dude.
What's come?
83,
but a second-hand ejaculation. May she rest in peace, man. That's so sad.
Yeah. No, that sucks. Another legend gone. Would it be disrespectful if I did a gay cover?
No, I don't think so.
That's up to you, Derek. That's up to you. You gotta figure it out.
If there's a good enough idea, then it justifies itself. I would argue.
Yeah, it's true.
But
it's very true.
Let's move on. Papa Jesus wrote in. Says, hey, you hilarious himbos. Recently, a family member told me he thinks porn is a conspiracy to get men addicted to draining themselves of their masculine energy. Needless to say, I was flabbergasted. So that being said, what are some of the most outrageous beliefs / conspiracies you've ever heard? There's a lot of these.
Ooh. There's one, but I'm scared to mention it because the group that I want to talk about, they're about their action. So I don't want to say it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. I'm
you're talking about the gentleman that relieved Malcolm X of his life. Are you talking about those people?
The ones that relieved Malcolm X of his life. Those fellas.
Yeah.
They are rather about their business. So
they have some funny fucking beliefs. They do.
They have a lot of. It's like anything Dr. Umar says. I'm gonna say I can't believe this is a real guy because he starts off on the right train of thought and then it just turns into what are you talking about, brother? What's going on, man?
Look, if you guys want to have any idea of what the type of shit they believe in, just watch or at least just get a synopsis of Tariq Nasheed's documentary is called Hidden Colors, because it's just that shit essentially. It's fucking. It's just made up fucking nonsense. That's all I can say. There is no basis to any. It's just somebody trying to, and they're not even good stories. That's the problem. It's just, it's bad storytelling. It's not compelling. Like at least like say Scientology has some cool characters in it. You know what I mean? Like at least there's
book 3's pretty lit. Scientology.
Like there's some shit in it that's like at least like this isn't the worst shit I've ever.
Oh my god, is this fucking real? What am I seeing right now? I'm gonna so
are you reading up on some of this shit?
In the not Zencat, in the Riverside chat, I'm gonna share a link with you guys. If this is real, I can't fucking believe it.
From Right Wing Cope. What's happening?
It's hard to believe because this account sometimes jumps the gun, but like.
What the fuck
no
am I
way.
If Matt Walsh is actually selling,
no fucking way is
so
this.
This is too funny to be real. Like it's no way this is real.
Spend $100 for free leftist tears Tumblr.
I can't tell.
Somebody, I need a leak.
This is Poe's Law, This is Poe's Law in full effect, where it's like Matt Walsh. Apparently, Matt Walsh is selling baby plushies of himself, and it's just like a baby plushie with like his head on it. But like, I can't. It's so. The thing is, it's like I would believe this. Like it's totally believable, but it's so stupid that I can't tell anymore, man. It's such a mess
Matt Walsh
out there.
Plushie and see what.
See what happens. See if you can. Let's get one.
I will absolutely buy one, and I will come on it and send it to him.
That's so fucking vile.
That shit'll be crunchy.
Holy shit!
Crunchy by the time it gets back to him.
Okay, so all right, thoughts on the plushie? I'm still not seeing a link. Where can you? I see no links. I see this thing posted fucking everywhere, but I see no links at all.
Nah, damn.
So there, it may just be.
That's so funny though. That is such a funny idea. He should do that. He should sell plushies of his head on a baby.
Just take
it. I think it would work out. Do you think? I don't know. To me, like conspiracies are
store. Hold on.
Oh,
sorry.
did you find it?
Oh my god, it's real!
Oh my!
It's fucking real! It's on the store.dailywire.com, and then it shows one of those sliding slideshow things.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is fucking real! I was like convinced. I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. And then immediately somebody in Reddit like dropped the link, and I'm like, oh my god.
Imagine sincerely getting like a plushie like that for like your kid, right? And then somehow sharing the opinion that like, man, politics should like not be everywhere. I really wish politics weren't so fucking everywhere while my kid fucking plays with a Matt Walsh fucking plushie. It's so insane. It's so fucking crazy. I don't know. There's a conspiracy theory that I never understood, which is like that the vaccine is meant to kill you. Because like it's like the exact people you wouldn't want to kill are the people who take your advice. Like I just it doesn't. If anything, it would behoove them to make people think that the vaccine was that, so that the people who hated them would just not take the vaccine and get sick and die. Like it never really made sense to me. Like this like weird conspiratorialism about the vaccine, like or any really any anti-vax statement ever. Like really at all. Like it just the entire premise of it. Oh, it gives you autism. Like what? Like I just how?
I feel like the only reason it took off is because of the same way people are freaking out about like trans stuff. Is they see the graphs, they see the numbers that, oh, these numbers are rising. Why is there so many more trans people than back in the day? And then people have to explain to these dummies that are like, because it's more acceptable and people know more about it, kind of like
it's always been around.
Being left fucking handed. Right? Back then, it wasn't acceptable to be left-handed.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just a great example.
It is a great example, yeah.
trans is so, it's like, dude, you know how long and how many cultures like a third gender existed? Like, that is a thing that's existed for far longer than what is male and female has existed.
It's like a really...
You're out of your mind. And it's like, no, I just read a book. I read one book about it.
Well, the other thing, too, is just like... I don't know, like, I remember I was having this conversation with, like, it was like a family friend. Like, it was like a friend of a family member who's, like, a little bit older, and they were talking to me about, like, why are there so many, like, why are there so many people who are gay now? It's so weird. And then he referenced the Romans as like a period where, like, you know, it was like, man, we used to be like, you know, fucking like masculine, and men used to be, and it wasn't like he's I could tell he's like too old to be ironic, you know, like ironic humor is like a very specific thing, and he's never been that kind of person. Like, he's just not into that at all. And when he's joking, it's obvious. And I was just sort of sitting, I was like, yeah, the Romans. Yeah. I couldn't believe.
Yeah, right?
This is the gayest place in fucking in the world. Rome is gayer than West Hollywood. Like, by a lot. Bro,
it was smart, man. Make your homies fuck each other so they fight harder to save each other. That's math.
That's
math, bro.
That's just how it works, man.
If you want to keep that butt around, you're gonna fight to protect that butt, bro.
That's, man.
My boy Bacrides got some good booty on him. I'm gonna protect him. When we go to war, I'm gonna kill for him. He got the best booty out of all my friends. That's it.
Man, the wildest conspiracy, man.
There's so many.
It's crazy how many there are. It's crazy how many there are. The
lizard people one is crazy too. That one is deep.
That
bro.
one's my favorite. That one's my favorite as far as like, because it's just fantastical. It's not. I feel like that's one of the ones that doesn't really. Well, that's not. Somebody would probably yell at me right now. So I was gonna say it doesn't harm anyone, but a lot of people have unfortunately associated the lizard people, reptilians, with Jews. They think Jews are the reptilians. And so it took me a while to figure that out, because I always just thought like, oh, they're some other entity. They think it's some alien shit. But yes, but they also think Jews are those people. They're the shape-shifting, though. And that's why the Jews are in control of everything. And I was like, of course they would.
I actually didn't know that. I actually did think until today
I didn't know that either.
that it was an alien thing.
Yeah, it's way deeper than you think as far as like the anti-Semitism goes.
It makes sense though when you when you really think about it though. It makes sense.
Dude, I've seen some of these niggas like say something like this. Well, why if you go to any culture around the world that had no contact with each other, there's always these like lizard drawings or like kind of dragon things, and I'm like, dinosaurs? Did
extinct animals?
I'm like, are you guys? Did you not go to preschool? Did you not go to preschool when there was the fossils and we all loved dinosaurs and they looked like dragons? They're fossils and shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, how the fuck is that even?
It's too many people just
crazy,
leaping,
man.
Just leaping before they look, like, and it's not a fatal leap.
It's the thing, man.
So like they just leap and they continue, they continue going. It's like, well, I believe that there are lizard people running around and I'm not dead, so it must not be that bad of a thing. And it's like, I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. But
it's the danger, man. The danger of half knowledge, man. That shit is really not. That shit's terrifying, bro. People that have a bit of knowledge, it's scary. Because they're just saying the wrong things loud, real loud.
Yeah,
like,
they're the people.
Stop, bro.
They're the people who read like the inside sleeve of a book and be like, yeah, I read it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I already know what it's about. It's like, no, you don't. You know what the preface is.
All right,
I get
Let's
it. Though.
Move on.
Maybe you have to read the whole thing.
Cerebral Halsey wrote in with another one. Hey, all, Pat here. Celebrating my golden birthday later this month. Would appreciate a question read. We got your last one, but it wasn't really a question, so we're going to go with this one. My question is a simple one. What's a boomer gamer take you have? If that isn't self-explanatory, I'll give you mine. Mine is such as, I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. as much as I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they fall into a large group of open world games that don't need to be 100% open world and would benefit by having a smaller world with more linear story and routing. So like linear, like more games should be linear is basically your boomer gamer opinion.
I mean, I agree with that idea. I don't agree with Breath of the Wild being that in Tears Kingdom, but I agree with that idea. I think level design is falling apart now because we don't have it anymore. Yeah, everything's just open, so we lost the ability to make levels about things, which is very sad because level design is very important for things.
Yeah,
a boomer.
I feel like is it just like I don't know, man. I feel like just more like people feel like they're getting more of a bang for your buck when it's open world. Where I always feel like the bang for your buck, the replay value, really what I'm looking for, is just. Like I thought when New Game Plus became a thing, I thought that's genius. It gives me the replay value. I can play this more. Then there's like the completionist. I feel like there's a lot of linear things where you can still spend a lot of fucking time in it.
Yeah, 100%.
So I do agree with that. There are some things that are like unnecessarily open world, not too boomerist, I guess. Because. I mean, shit, you can streamline a fucking thing like a fucking Final Fantasy game, and that shit will still take 2 trillion hours and shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I can't think of anything really as far as, like you said, a boomer, like something where I'm just like, things need to be this way, or I miss when things were this way, or something.
I got one.
I can't think of anything right now.
16-bit needs to become popular again, man. We need more 16-bit games again.
16-bit? Like, we got a decent amount of those.
More.
Yeah, Steam's kind of doing
more.
There's
more.
a lot of indie studios are picking up the torch with that, and not 16-bit exactly, but like in the spirit, like things like Hollow Knight and Dead Cells, like those are very much in the spirit of 16-bit, like absolutely. But yeah, those are. I want to
make my Gangsta Quest. Somebody, help me out.
Gangsta Quest is such a good idea.
It's a good game.
I love that idea.
Snark Tank presents Gangsta Quest, man. It'll be like that shit'll do numbers.
Easily, I would fund it.
Go fucking because you and Colin have a game, so just
I'll pitch it to Colin. I'll pitch Gangsta Quest to Colin.
Fucking do it, dude.
All right, yeah,
do it.
Yeah, I'll pitch it to him.
And it works. See what he says. It works,
dude. That shit would blow my fucking mind, man. Because I just feel like it's a concept that it's like, how has this not existed yet? It's so easy. It's such an easy. It's a underhand pitch, or it's T-ball. It's T-ball. You can just fucking get on roids and knock that shit out of the park, You
know why it hasn't existed yet? Because everyone that's pitched it hasn't been black.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa.
So now you got it.
Yeah, like the whitest people like pitching, and they're like, "Oh, this sounds
they're like,
racist.
I don't get it."
It's like, no, but if you wait, never mind.
I don't think I understand what it is you're pitching here. What?
Let's wrap this up. I'm falling asleep, bro. Let's wrap this up.
Gangster Quest?
I got shit to do, bro. I gotta move a couch.
Put some fucking. You never do the Gangster Quest. I don't get it.
I don't get it. What are they? What, like gangsters? Like Noriega?
I don't think they really do quests though. It isn't.
My boomer opinion is that games don't need to be as long as they are. I think there's a lot of games that are like overstay their welcome and they're kind of bloated. And honestly, 10 to 15 hours is like more than enough for me. If it's like a well-designed game and it's solid and it's got like good replay value, that's more than fine. I don't need fucking 28, 30, 40, 50, fucking 70, 80 hours. I don't need that.
Nah, bro. I want RPGs that are that long, bro. Give me a 85-hour RPG. So by the time I'm done with that bitch, I cry.
No, I hate that.
By the time I finished Witcher 3, I cried. Because I was like, fuck, dude. But this world is so affected.
There are so few games that are that long that justify themselves. You know what I mean? Like Witcher and Red Dead are like the only two games that are as long as they are, or that are super, super long and benefit from being that long. I can't think of another game that's benefited.
Every other pretty long. They showed Dreadwolf a little bit.
No, they did. What the fuck are you talking about?
They said something. Didn't they show something for Dreadwolf? They didn't show anything for Dreadwolf?
I didn't see a fucking.
You're fucking hallucinating.
Did they not show anything? No, did I not see the word Dreadwolf?
Nah,
or something like that?
PlayStation wouldn't even fucking do that anyway.
I guess I'm
well, they would because so many of these games aren't even PlayStation games.
That's a good
but
point.
No, Dreadwolf.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Dreadwolf was not there.
I wish.
You're
You don't
going
know, man.
insane.
It's not gonna be a bad game. I think I want it so bad. That's why I thought I saw it. I think my brain was like, "Oh, Dreadwolf, yay!"
Nigga, like it's gonna be a decade between these games. Next year, I think next year is gonna be a decade since the last one came out. That's fucking stupid.
You know what's crazy? If this one fails, it's done.
Oh, they're definitely done.
Done. You leave that, it's gone. It's like if this next Mass Effect fails, it's over.
I don't even know they have money anymore. Like I don't even know how they're still afloat. I guess they got a little bit of change with the Legendary Edition, but bro, I thought once Anthem failed, there was like that's it. Fucking Andromeda, Anthem. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea, man?
Andromeda is such a half-made video game. It's insane, bro.
Dude,
Anthem, the next thing.
Dude, that exposed that expose that
yeah,
oh my God,
article?
I can't remember what I think it might have been Kotaku actually. Props to them
It
or,
might have been Kotaku.
whoever did it. Like
Yeah.
that expose on fucking Anthem is crazy. Like it's one of the most interesting pieces of like it's one of the most interesting stories. Well,
I think about it every once in a while.
Well, yeah, I think it is a crazy story. So Anthem, when they first unveiled Anthem, the studio making it, like they showed it at like E3 or the Game Awards or something, at some like press conference, and the team making the game had no clue what they were making. They just knew that they didn't have a name for it until like they learned the name of Anthem at the event along with everybody. And they didn't they just had higher ups go like, we want flying or something. Or like I don't even think it had flying. I think it's some, look it up. Just look up the Anthem expose or something, because it is one of the craziest articles ever. Like no one knew what the fuck it was. Everything there was like CG made by some like outsourced studio just to basically, when we all saw it, that was the pitch meeting for the game for the studio. And they were like, "Oh, I guess that's what we have to make." And then they went back from that E3 or that Game Awards or whatever, and then tried to build the game that was in the trailer. It's great. Yeah, and they weren't allowed
how to fail.
It's crazy. They weren't allowed to like reference any outside like if there were other looter shooters around the time, like they specifically explicitly say they weren't allowed to look at Destiny. Like they weren't allowed to talk about it. They weren't allowed to address Destiny or like what it was doing or like pitch anything. That was like they had to just basically develop that game in a fucking silo in a cave, like separate from the world, assuming they knew how to do a fucking multiplayer looter shooter, and they fucking don't, because they never did. It's crazy. It is a fascinating article. But
it suck, man.
It's how does a AAA like how that's really the
how
it shouldn't be possible for that to happen. It should not be possible. That's what's so fascinating about it.
You know what's
like,
you know what's also
hasn't read that article.
What's extra fascinating about it too is that it wasn't even EA that made them do it. Like that was just internally. Like they just imposed all that shit on themselves.
Yes.
Like which is so crazy. So insane. Man, what a shame. BioWare. They really fucked themselves up
big time.
They were the king of Western RPGs, man.
Yeah.
They were the kings. They were literally on. They made KOTOR and KOTOR. People were like, yo, KOTOR, best things come out of Star Wars. They made Dragon Age Origins. They made Mass Effect. They made fucking all those games. Just hit after hit after hit. And then they just like.
And then Skyrim.
13,
and then
14,
Skyrim came
bro.
out. Skyrim came out, and then that was it. It was it for them. It was the last thing.
They didn't do Skyrim.
No, but that's what I mean. Bethesda came out with Skyrim, and then suddenly it was like, oh, whoa, Bethesda's crazy. Whoa, Fallout? Whoa, Fallout New Vegas? And then BioWare was like, wait. Mass Effect 3 is going to end really poorly.
Yeah, Mass Effect, the vanilla was just the complete fucking dog shit. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
The thing is this, right? What happened is you have to understand that they could have just chilled. Like the fan base that they accrue, like I think that's back when companies were like, we gotta get revenue because like a very passionate fan base will get a game, it'll do great. But I think that's the time when they were like, we need numbers, we need to put numbers on the board. Now it's just like, oh no, if you just have a game that's very good, the people that love it will play it, and it'll get recognition. That's what Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
That's what Divinity. That's what all those like smaller games are. Like people just love these.
It's easier said than done, though, Kingston.
That is true.
It's easier said than done because, like, you know, that you say why didn't they just chill, and I say why don't you just get a Shure SM7B? These are very, very easy things to do. But
I am actually, in fact, getting one as soon as I move.
Oh, really? Yeah. We'll see.
I am.
Okay,
I
Peter
Molyneux.
I like how there's just it's like one click away from like
literally
from actually getting it. You know?
Yeah, it's like it's way easier than actually chilling out at a game development studio. Actually, but like I mean,
shut up. All right, Harry, continue. Do what you're doing.
I'm just saying.
Right?
That's,
you're like the Peter Molyneux of buying a microphone.
I'm not. Shut up.
Yeah, you are.
Stupid.
You're like Fable 3 is gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Do you remember when?
What is that Silk Song shit?
Oh, yeah, Silk Song. Silk Song's been. I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that game. I filed that game, but that game doesn't even exist.
I don't think that game's coming out still anymore.
I feel like the game's packed it up. I think they fucking like. They're just going to Mars or something. They're like, fuck this, dude. Let's just get out of here.
I think they lost the source data for freaking Hollow Knight, and they're like really trying to create it. They have no clue how they created it. They're like, yo, how do we do this? How do we fix this?
You know what it is? They all finished making Hollow Knight, and then they all like, all right, we're done making Silk Song, and then like
delete.
They all went to different jobs. They all went to different jobs, and like so all the new people came in, and they were like, cool, we got Silk Song done, and then they accidentally deleted it, and now they have to remake it from memory. From what they got nobody from the old team to help them. It's just eight people and 2 gingers trying to figure out how to build Silk Song.
8 people and 2 gingers.
Yeah,
I can't be a part of this.
Yeah, the implication, of course, is that they're separate. 10 cc's of girl juice wrote in. This is the last question. Salutations, Chris, Derek, and Sween. Long-time listener, but first-time sub here. Thanks for keeping me sane through the Doom Eternal-esque crusades through swarms of pro-life moms surrounding my local Planned Parenthood as I produce more feminine essence to transmute my horrible visage onto the government mandated. This is too much. My question is for Chris, who, as we all know, has lived a long life of suffering at the hands of Imagine Dragons. At the recent Netflix writers' strike, they performed in the middle of the crowd. So, Chris, would you rather have Imagine Dragons perform in every room you occupy live with no auto-tune or instrumentals, as they did at the protest for the rest of your life, Can't Kill Yourself or Can't Escape to Mars, or have vicious oral threesome with Chris Chan the Quartering and a lifelike Falmer in order to rend Imagine Dragons or any future
lifelike Falmer with them hands on that dick? With them hands on that dick, man.
What if a farmer could suck the fuck out of a dick, though?
I mean,
because they can't see, so things get enhanced. You know, so.
Their sucking is enhanced.
I would. I understand that I can't kill myself, but I think that's like an inevitability of like even if I killed myself to avoid this, I get that that's not. I get that that's like not allowed. But if I did either of these, I would probably kill myself. I think. Like I don't think me dying is escapable. So honestly, it makes both of them. It makes both of them basically the same, except one, I have to fuck Christian. So no, I think I'd rather just like suffer with Imagine Dragons for about 4 days until I decide that I can't do it, and then just bite the bullet, literally.
The idea of you just being like waking up and be like, I can't deal with Imagine Dragons playing everywhere.
I'm waking up.
They say I'm waking up every time I wake up.
And I'm waking up. I'm waking up to wake right up. I'm awake.
Yo, that's a quick death, dude. Like if that you already know because you know that you're gonna have to endure this for the rest of your life. That's a pretty quick decision.
I'm waking up. I'm awake. I'm waking up. I'm awake. Welcome. I'm awake. Wake. I'm awake. Wake. Welcome. I'm awake. Wake. I'm awake. Wake. Wake.
I'm not.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. So I won't be awake. You'll probably be at my wake in this situation.
What if you just make yourself go deaf?
No, but then I would still have to see because it's not.
You have to see them.
Yeah, it's not about the fact because they're there. The implication of the question is that it's not like they're live in every room. You know, like they're following me basically. So I would still have to see them. And I think at a certain point, I would. It's such a psychic damage. That I think just watching them and like reading their lips would make me hear the song, like in my mind.
True. You would hear it in your fucking head.
I would hear it in my head because it would have been the last thing I would have heard because it's the thing that made me want to deafen myself. So that sucks.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Imagine you kill yourself, you shoot yourself, and you don't die, but you heard Imagine Dragons over the shotgun. Like they were louder than the shotgun blast you used to end yourself. They drowned it out entirely. No one even knows you shot a shotgun.
Yeah, no one knows I shot myself because it's drowned out by the fucking drums in thunder.
Oh,
and what thunder?
Feel the thunder.
The thunder.
Lightning and the thunder.
I gotta tell you, I hate that song way worse than Radioactive.
That song is fucking. I actually like Radioactive a little bit. That song sucks.
Thunder is fucking crazy.
Thunder is worse.
Crazy how shitty it is.
Thunder is fucking abysmal, but I don't run into it nearly as often. I haven't heard Thunder against my will in like 6 years, probably.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Radioactive is one of the most popular songs ever made, probably. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's like it's the Minions effect. It's the Minions effect. It's popular, but like no one knows quite why.
I just want to write a song that like I've always just wanted a one-hit wonder because I don't really like the idea of touring. I don't really want to do that. I like local shows and shit.
Well, touring's money, bro. Touring's the money.
It is money, but I just don't like. When I was younger, I liked the idea of touring. I don't fucking want to do that anymore. But just one-hit wonder. Like just getting so much money from streaming and shit, and then don't do anything anymore. I would love that, man.
Touring is unironically very hard work. Like I know that it's like
artists talking about touring is insane.
It's like kind of like a meme or like just sort of like a generally like less educated joke that like artists or like performers are kind of lazy. With musicians, it's I don't know, man. Like I could not travel for as long as they travel. Like sometimes like multiple flights a day to like fucking like you spend one night in fucking Vegas, you spend the next day driving to fucking I don't know Vancouver to do a fucking it seems like hell, honestly. Like I that was the main deterrent for me about music, where I was like, oh man, I don't want to tour it. I would love to just play, like, if I was ever doing music, I would love to, like, play, like, one live show and then just sort of, like, chill. Like, I'm way too lazy to be a fucking famous musician. That's insane. That sounds like hell.
That shit's work, bro.
Big time.
That shit is work.
I was gone for 2 months, and towards the end, every day I was just dreaming about sleeping in my bed. Like that, I was just having dreams. My brain was like, I need the bed in the home and just be home. It didn't want to do anything but just sleep at home because it's so uncomfortable. Fucking it's terrible. But if you do like traveling and meeting people and shit like that, right? I always told people it's the worst experience I ever had going on the road, because it maybe it would be different if you were like fucking Metallica or or a huge pop thing, because then you're flying everywhere.
You're just getting pulled.
Yeah, you're getting everything is thrown at you. Everything's complimentary. Everything. So maybe that experience, it's probably not that tough being one of the big, like being Taylor Swift is probably very easy touring. because you're just flying on private jets.
I mean,
you probably can go home and chill and
easier.
then literally get on a plane and go to the next fucking city.
It's probably easier because, like, the idea, I can imagine performing every day. Like, that shit sounds dope. Like, it'll destroy you.
It's, to a certain extent,
I
would
like,
imagine.
I can't do this. I can't.
Like, imagine being like
a
a fucking DJ. That's probably got to be a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah,
you're just kind of like dancing around and pushing buttons.
But still, that's every day. You got to go up there and play a set every day. You know, you got to. I'm
okay with that. Because I got to do almost the same shit
like,
every day. Everybody's got to go to their fucking job every day.
That's true. Like, but there's DJs
I'll push
like,
some fucking buttons and dance around.
I love, right? There's ones like Kate Tronada, right? Like he mixes every day, and he's always like doing like every time he comes to forum, he's out there mixing. He's just like he's doing proper sets. He's not just playing music, you know.
Derek, I don't know if you've seen anything about this Gollum game.
Oh, dude, did you see the score?
Dude, it's got like a 38 from like IGN and like
Meta?
big,
Ooh,
dude. It looks so ugly too. I was watching some gameplay of it, and this dude's beard. There's a guy talking, and his beard, like the tip of his beard, like independently, like twitches, like up at him, like it's got an arm with a bone in it. I don't know who the fuck made this game, but it is so fucking funny. It is so
I haven't seen
bad,
anything of it,
dude. He looks like fucking crack-addled Tommy Pickles. I can't, like, it doesn't even look like Gollum. It looks like such a
wow.
It is such a disgusting character model.
My question is, they made a game about Gollum. Bro, did they not read those books? Everyone hates that dude.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Sucks.
You know what? I play video games for the power fantasy. So I can't wait to play Gollum.
Gollum, a mutated hobbit?
Yeah, I love the feeling
that doesn't have the power that a hobbit should have.
Yeah, I feel like I love the feeling of being meek, thin, shriveled, and helpless. Like, it's an amazing.
I like SkillUp's title. It says Gollum is way worse than even our lowest expectations.
That's so funny.
So yeah, the SkillUp video. I would honestly like. I'm a huge nerd, so I watch a lot of like game review content. But like, even for if people just want to see like a fucked product and like in an entertaining way, his video's awesome. It is so fucking funny because it just starts off like I don't like making videos like this, but this fucking sucks. And he just shows you all the like you breed a bird or something, and he has like a pet bird. It's mesmerizingly horrible. But I highly recommend that video.
They ran out of ideas, man. Because that's one of the characters you don't visit in Lord of the Rings as far as making a fucking game.
You don't like Gollum,
dude. I was fucking annoyed when you had to work with Gollum in the fucking Middle Earth games. I was like, "Fuck this guy!"
I hate this nigga, dude.
Like, yeah, I was like,
can't I kill him?
This guy. Seriously,
I would catch Gollum while he was sleeping, and I would drop a heavy rock on his head, bro. I hate him.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, he's technically sort of the hero at the end, but still, I hate him.
Nah, fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah, he's I don't know.
Gollum. I want to be Gollum. Some kids I want to be Gollum when I grow up.
They're gonna make like fucking like a Smeagol game. Like they're just gonna like just go do some origin bullshit. Where he's like, hey, I'm a fucking stupid ass hobbit before I turn into this weird
they do
creature.
when he was still when he was still
when he was just like it wasn't his name like Smeagol back in the day or some shit.
I think it was Smeagol. I think it was Smeagol or Sam.
I think it's Smeagol. No.
Yeah, I think he was Smeagol.
He was
turned
Smeagol.
All crazy.
What if Gollum looked exactly the same, but Smeagol was played by Jamie Foxx as he is?
Wait, what? Wait, say that again.
It's like a 6'3" black man. He's like, y'all don't understand. I gotta take this ring where I gotta bring it.
That's what I was like. Is that what you see?
Like that's the ending of the podcast. That's where we ended. That is where we ended.
All right.
Make him blue too. Make him like that homeless Manhattan. That he was a homeless Dr. Manhattan in Spider-Man 2. Remember that shit? Where he was all blue and he looked like Electrode. Where like when I saw him and somebody was like, dude, that's just homeless Dr. Manhattan, and I was like, I lost it. I was like, that is literally it. He just
it's
looks
crazy
like
because
Dr. Manhattan
Manhattan got his dick out.
Yeah, that shit was dope, though. I like. Wouldn't you though? If you're Dr. Manhattan, but wouldn't you be erected though? Like always.
Always bricked up.
Yeah, just always. Why not?
Living up to his live up to his namesake.
I was kind of. You remember the Watchmen movie? They fucking when he was in Vietnam and he's like large and they put a thong on him. I was so pissed off.
Is he?
I was like, why didn't they just show his massive penis?
Like, it's not even big. That's what's crazy. He didn't even make his dick big. He just made his dick like a regular sized dick. He's so beyond human bullshit. He got a normal sized penis, you know?
Yeah, if I was him, I would just got a pussy. just make a pussy for no reason. Just to, like, I'm Dr. Manhattan. I have a pussy.
Is Dr. Manhattan circumcised?
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't have to be if he doesn't want it to be.
That's what I mean.
Yo, I need to.
I think he was circumcised before he became Dr. Manhattan. But it's like, you can do whatever you want.
Maybe he is circumcised.
So I'll be straight up. I've never seen Watchmen. I don't know what the fuck it's about.
If I was Dr. Manhattan, I'd have a vagina with a penis erupting out of it.
That's fucking heinous.
I would do some fucks. When you don't have to respect the laws of the universe, that's it. That is it. I'm doing whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm going to make every cat on the planet cough up rats. Like, just wild shit like that is to ruin the way the world works.
Yeah.
By the way, Watchmen's pretty good, man.
It's a good movie. It's very much so. It's very much so, very critical of war, particularly Vietnam, obviously.
Highly overrated.
I should be more specific. I don't remember much about it because I definitely have seen, because I remember that fucking Times They Are Changing intro. I remember the fucking Hallelujah sex scene or whatever the fuck. I remember Dr. Manhattan waving his hand and
remember that nigga gets hot oil thrown on him. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Rorschach's in fucking prison and throws oil on that dude, and he starts screaming like when Spider. You showed me that scene. You showed me that scene when Spider-Man gets like kicked in his chest or whatever at the end of the first Spider-Man 1, and he makes that fucking squeal. I never would have noticed that if it wasn't for you pointing that shit out. I can't even get that. I can't even hit that note. That's good shit though.
Oh, anyway, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Thanks, thanks everybody for showing up. Get your Matt Walsh plushies over at www.patreon.com/snarktank.
That's crazy. Imagine we had the link. We had like a fucking link that we got kicked back like 75%
we should
of it.
You know what we should do? We should unironically just steal them. We should just you should submit that design to like some plushie company and and just name it something else and just sell them. If we could figure that out, that'd be dope. Because who's to say that's even Matt Walsh? Who's like it's
that's
just
a good point.
Yeah, it's so generic.
That could be Al Borland?
I thought you were gonna say Al Bundy.
Yeah, that's Al Bundy had a fucking beard and glasses.
I was like, it's not even close. It's like everything wrong. If you ordered an Al Bundy plushie and the Matt Walsh plushie came to your house, you'd be like, this doesn't even every single minute minimal detail is incorrect here.
Nothing about this is right. Not a damn thing about this.
The only thing
right.
correct maybe is the skin tone, and that's even that I would have to further examine. But pop on over to patreon.com/snarktank. We post the episode there
peg
first.
Good peg.
Then it goes to free feeds, much appreciated. And I'm gonna read our $25 and up patrons now.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Al, you can't fuck the cat. The athletic cup that all the Spider-Men share. Lee Harvey Pogswald, a man who got fired for playing Radioactive on the PA system. Right. I hope that's real. Hey, Chris, if Master Chief is so great, why can't he stop my parents' divorce? 533 anti-trans bills in 2023 alone. 49 states, 64 passed, 372 active, 97 failed. Derek, some white guy. Doc Jenkins and the Tism Schism. Damn it, Sweeney, how many times do I have to tell you stop sending me news of your girlfriend while I am reading the credits? She pippin' on my pippa. Possum. Yes, that's my real name. If Tom and Chris are Puerto Rican, why don't they speak like Bad Bunny? Pissbed. Domination, Average Clit Energy, Face Fister, Star Coffee, Harambe versus 20 elementary schoolers in the Gulag. Lindsey Graham's
That's not a fair fight.
Lindsey Graham's Little Ladybug, staying hydrated to be ready to piss on Margaret Thatcher's grave at a moment's notice. There is a chair at the end of my bed for my cat, and I call it his sneako seat. Transfem Gremlin. Can Logan Paul abandon a million pigs? My sexual awakening was the quirky goth girl from NCIS, and now my taste in women is ruined. Yush. Asker. The angelic dungeon master who would like to ask you about the raiders that have just entered the tavern. Imagine you in a conversation and your friend farts for 10 minutes and starts deflating. Would that be funny, or should I draw that? Would that be funny? You should draw that. I can't draw that. That idea is fucking vile, though.
Yeah, that'd be
like they end up like the weed, the weed commercials where like the girl is like flat on the couch.
Yeah. That'd be fucking frightening.
That's so fucking insane.
That is so fucking dumb. Oh my okay. Craig the Canadian. It's your boy Shawnee D, Southern Sweet Tea. Matt Walsh is a hero of our time. Sweet Baby Gang for life. Indie Butterknife on YouTube. What's with these homies dissing my girl? I dream of Ricky Berwick scuttling through a hall of mirrors like some sort of relentless Tim Burton heartthrob. 3XO getting his question read half read and skipped last episode. God damn it, Chris. I'm sorry.
Nice.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. No, honestly, you guys, I might make a post on the Patreon about this. We got to get better about the questions. They're too long. Because there's a lot of you, and I want to get as many of you in as possible. And so basically just think about it as if you're trying to ask your question, but you're also making room for the other people. Because more of you will get selected that way, for sure. And, it won't waste your time. So Be quick with them. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Morning Owlet. The average person has one fallopian tube. Caesar Little. Drip MH, the Lord of Drip. Nancy Pelosi killing a Palestinian with her massive tits. Obi, won't you blow me? Sween, you have something between your teeth. Creator Clash 3 featuring Ricky Berwick versus Eugenia Cooney.
That's so mean because I have a gap. That's so not nice.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
That's so not nice. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Creator Clash 3 featuring Ricky Berwick versus Eugenia Cooney. All's the Wall. Okay, you said it right. Avi, something funny and topical. Gay Metallica be like, exit, puss, enter, bus, take my hand, we're off to homo land. That's so dumb.
Not bad. I have a little bit of some shit in my head for that song already, actually. Sleep with your ass open, holding your penis tight. And then
there we go. Nice little teaser.
Then it goes to the chorus.
Nice little teaser for the next gem that we're gonna be working on. Wage Slave 583. Wait, let me make sure I didn't skip someone. Yeah, okay. Wage Slave 583. I feel gay. Fuck you. The Papini Brothers Emporium presents their latest in cuck technology, Sneakovision. Good fight, Chris. Soy. What is this? Cirujano? What is that? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Gay version of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata with no added lyrics, but you play the piano like a faggot. I read that last time, and it fucking it's so stupid. It's just Moonlight Sonata.
It's the straight up same song. That's it. There's no difference at all, dude.
By the way, I didn't say that slur. I read it. There's a difference. Fun fact: the Challenger crew. There's a. So I did this on Sacred Symbols. There's an article from Push Square. Let me see if I can find it. It was trending yesterday, and I was laughing my ass off. It was about Final Fantasy, and it was preview. Final Fantasy 16 still seems like a PS5 must-have, but a couple of niggles need to be addressed.
Right, I saw that went pretty fucking viral. That went pretty fucking
it's
viral.
Just
that thread.
Yeah, it's just a complaint.
Thread was excellent. But I don't know if you guys saw that fucking.
This image of me looks so what's that?
What the hell are you looking at? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Are you going insane? All right, I'm gonna keep reading.
Yeah,
I don't got the patience.
I don't know what's happening.
What's a niggle?
Fun fact: the Challenger crew likely survived over a minutes after the initial explosion. You guys need to fucking learn English. I'm sorry. It's fucking insane. Fun fact: the Challenger crew likely survived over a minutes after the initial explosion. They were killed by the impact on the water. I don't think that's true. I think they were incinerated. But tell him, Steve Dave. Limp Biscuits and Gravy. John Strickland. I am announcing it right now. Our next parody is F Slurs in Paris.
It is not.
Merck's 1889. Call me Ahab, the way I harpoon these white whales. Parentheses, American women. The first church of. At first, I thought it was a Metal Gear reference. The first church of Keith David. Yo, pass the oregano. Folk singer Bob Dylan has a song where he says the hard R. It's called Hurricane. He does. Pre-Roz.
Come around, wherever you roam.
Is it a good song though?
It is a good song, actually. Like I like that song. There's not really many. Because it's about that. I saw a movie about that character, Hurricane. He's like I think he's like a black boxer, I think, or like a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the story. It's some crazy story though. Pre-Roz.
Hurricane.
Yeah, the Hurricane. Blake 896.
Soon.
Church of getting kicked in the face by Cammy. Tonka, the inbred Cabbage Patch Kid. Alaskan Oilfield Trash. Sue Hulk. Tickle My Ass Hairs. Nikki Ziggy. Marcus chainsawing through a locust while autistically screaming, Dom, I am a surgeon. Lobotomized Jesus can't wait to lick on Hulk Hogan's sloppy, wet, fat fucking pussy like a dog in a water bowl. The sounds of mommy and daddy fighting downstairs, but it's drowned out by Derek and Sweeney's slang argument. Every time I come, it sounds like Squidward walking. Oh, God, that's heinous.
That's pretty cool, man.
It comes out in spurts like that, too. Jackson DuPont, Badly Brave, Hugger Derek, the rhythm of Bulls on Parade, Come on Command, Aetherian, Progerian Hunter, Melphus One, heir to the throne of Haphazard, and rounding out our list as always, you know who? The King of Haphazard.
In word.
The King of Haphazard. And
Come on command.
That'll be our show.
Cummies. Come on, command.
About to shoot this load, shattering our throat.
All right. That's it. Fucking get out of here.
Why'd you slick up on my chode with the cum shot?
Sure, that make that penis hot. Bye.
For the times they all were niggin'.